Last time that we met, you guys started on the Stormbringer overlooking a newspaper with a picture of your ship, the Stormbringer, on it. Basically, there had been an APB sent out by the Empire to report any sightings of the sea dragon goddess Cadborough or her ship, the Stormbringer, to the Empire. The Empire has been moving its way across the islands, across Root Coast, with the invention of the steam engine, and weapons and war have basically just been overtaking this island of pirates and miscreants. You guys decided, after seeing that the Steelhead was at Port Surak, which is one of the major warships for the Empire, and you guys kind of have been playing the opposition a little bit, connecting with Cadborough. Even though she has some questionable decisions, she's a powerful ally against the Empire because she's basically their enemy. You guys decided upon seeing the Steelhead in Port Surak that you were going to make an impact on the Empire, and you were going to try to take this ship down. You guys coordinated a plan. You guys came up with a few things. First of all, that one of you was going to go invisible, and a couple of you were going to go inside the bag of holding and basically try to infiltrate the ship and destroy the steam engine on board. While the rest of you were going to stay on the Stormbringer, provide some type of distraction as well as cover fire as you tried to take down the engine. It was pretty well coordinated. You guys also sent out a prayer to Cadborough, a group prayer to help protect you guys during this, to offer the ship to her by sinking it to the bottom of the ocean. And she was pretty excited about this idea. Gwyn went invisible from Sheev's magic. Sheev and Ulrich went inside the bag of holding. There were a couple of moments when Gwyn was invisible where she ran into Ingnasians. She ran into Knights of Rhybohr that, it was a close call, but she was able to slink her way over to the docks. And with some clairvoyance and reconnaissance by Ricard earlier, you guys knew who the captain was. It's Captain K. Roughhouser, who had a bit of a reputation, but you managed to sneak your way onto the ship. And Gwyn, with her knowledge of ships, was able to navigate her way towards the engine room. Meanwhile, at that time, the captain had just been advised that the Stormbringer was on the island and started getting the ship ready to go. Basically to take down the Stormbringer or to take you guys captive, something like that. So they set up their engines, and the Stormbringer on the other side with Ricard, Valanthe, and Leo, and then also Ecrius and Herc, set up the Stormbringer to sail out to the north. And within that, basically both ships were heading towards each other from across the island. And while the Steelhead was full steam ahead towards the Stormbringer, Gwyn was hiding in the engine room with Ulrich and Sheev inside the bag of holding. And some time passed, and eventually the ships they saw each other from across the ocean. Gwyn kind of leapt into action. Sheev and Ulrich came out of the bag. There were some gnomes in the engine room, but you guys killed one of them and took another one hostage. And then you guys were able to sabotage the engine, essentially, is what happened. You poured sand into the steam engine, in addition to gunpowder, while also being covered by the Stormbringer, using the cannons, the runic cannon, and just doing some damage to the Steelhead, distracting some of the knights and sailors from what was going on in the engine room. Unfortunately, the captain did realize what was going on just because of the amount of gunshots, came in, and appeared to be a bit of a powerful wizard fighting back against you guys with a powerful charm against Ulrich and Gwyn, where they suddenly felt compelled to throw themselves off the side of the ship into the water. She was able to not be affected by this spell, but it did create a little bit of a kink in the plans. So you guys... Gwyn and Ulrich, being under this spell, wanted to head back up. There was some discussion on the Stormbringer on what the best avenue was to do, like to shoot, to get closer, to move away. It was a bit of coordination on both sides. But at this point, you guys had successfully at least done some damage to the engine. And those in the Stormbringer could see that the steelhead was slowed down to about half speed. And when Gwyn and Ulrich arrived on the upper deck of the ship, Sheev was left behind and basically had to figure out a way to get out. First he fireballed, and then he floated through the ceiling to get out. But the captain followed him. So at this point, Gwyn is on the upper deck of the steelhead. Sheev is in the cannon room. The captain is in the cannon room. Valanthe and Leo and Ricard, you guys are on the Stormbringer, assisted by Ecrius and Herc. Ecrius is our call-up from Port Rusalka, a young artificer looking to make his way in the world.
He's a killer.
And Ulrich. Ulrich was kind of where we ended with things, because as he was basically following the directions of this charm spell that had told him to jump off the ship, and he had gotten to the upper deck of the ship, and then a knight of Rhybohr went up to him and basically called him a betrayer of the kingdom and cut him down to the point where it should have killed him. And I'm just going to re-describe this scene a little bit, because what happened here in this incident, as the knight of Rhybohr tried to come down on a third swing with a great sword, Gwyn, you saw this full on. Ulrich's eyes closed, he's covered in blood, his face and chest, and they open and they were bright purple blue. And you see dragon wings come out from either side of him, and then the wings come forward, the Knights of Rhybohr have to shield their faces, and Ulrich sails across the ocean and lands on the Stormbringer. And you have 1 HP, Ulrich. And you have kind of this purple shimmer of magic over you. This form of a dragon and this light kind of ethereal purple magic. That is where we are. Do we have any thoughts to add or anything? We are in initiative order.
Yeah, so just quickly. So I'm conscious if I've got 1 HP.
You are, yes.
Cool. Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. No further questions.
The last thing you saw was like this knight in front of you, like, I'm gonna die. And then you do feel this whole sensation. You're conscious during this, that these eyes are clouded with purple. You kind of can feel these wings on your back, and you get sent across.
Okay.
I have a question. From the Stormbringer, can we see any of this going on? I assume we can see.
Make a perception check.
All right.
Anyone on the Stormbringer can, to see how much they can make out. Valanthe, you can get kind of the general idea of what's going on. You're definitely smart enough to determine that the magic being used is Cadbro's magic. Leo and Ricard, Leo a little bit distracted. Ricard, you can make out just like general idea of what's going on. Like you see Ulrich go flying across the ocean. You don't see him almost get cut down, but you see him go flying across the water like backwards, like a bomb. Like the first you think maybe it's a cannon, and then you realize it's Ulrich coming straight for the Stormbringer. But you land on your feet and you like slide out of it, and you're like, you feel great.
Okay.
But the turn here is actually the warship's turn. And then it's going to be Herc. So the warship is the last. You guys can see again, like clearly, like it's slowing down. The steam is coming out less. There's like, and Sheev, you can hear this kind of like something is struggling to move.
Yeah.
But their cannons still work.
Ugh. Crap. Crud.
That's definitely gonna miss though.
We like it too.
Yeah.
A two is good. Big fan of twos.
Will not hit either.
Good. Win.
Let's go.
These are good things.
And that's
go.
a 3. Okay. So
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
you see this kind of well-oiled machine working in front of you in terms of like sailors are like, fire!
Yeah.
Fire! And just like very coordinated.
Can I just yell out? I think what's happening is she is just kind of yelling a bunch of curse words at them, trying to distract them from shooting
Okay.
as they go. She's like, you fucking motherfuckers, you're not going to fucking die. Cadboro's going to eat you alive at the bottom of the ocean. And just as they try to shoot their cannons.
You hear the captain says, pay him no mind. And these kind of still go out, but they all like psh, 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 just hit the water in between. And it's Herc's turn. I'm gonna pull a Mercer here, and I think I'm gonna stand up to help
Let's
me
go.
keep my energy up for the combat
I-
because it's hard.
Let's go.
Can absolutely relate. I've been wanting to get a standing desk for quite a while now.
It would be nice. You guys can still hear me, okay? You'll have to leave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Herc, I guess he's with the cannons, and he's just gonna fire a cannon probably.
Okay. Go ahead and make a cannon attack.
Who's on the runic cannon? Are we close enough for the runic cannon?
I think so, yeah. You guys... Whoops, not that. Are 179 feet. But you guys tried to use it last time, didn't you?
I think we were too far out for it,
We
I'm pretty
did.
sure.
We were moving.
The three of
Yeah.
us tried to fire with
I
it,
think-
but all three failed.
And I think the
But-
warship has turned since then. So it was facing towards you guys before, now it's to the side. So it is a little bit farther away. You could have Herc move it closer to put it in position for a runic cannon attack. You guys would have to turn as well, because right now you're faced not towards the ship. And it comes out the front. So
I think he'll just make an attack with a normal cannon.
okay. What do we got?
10.
He fires it, and it hits in between these cannons just dropping one after the other in the water. Okay. That brings us to top of the order. It's Ecrius' turn, and he says, "Fuck this, I'm turning the ship!" And he goes down to the hull, and he turns it towards...
Let's go.
And Gwyn, it is your turn. So you're still under the effects of mass suggestion. So you are on the top of the ship, and all you want to do on this steelhead is jump off. You're still like conscious, and you still saw this stuff go down with Ulrich, so you're like maybe a little disoriented right now, but that feels like your only goal.
All right, well, I'll head over to the railing and launch myself over.
Okay. All right. So those of us on the Stormbringer, you see the red hair of Gwyn just flying in the wind as she like full runs and jumps in the water. And you
Does she do a cannonball or anything? Is like the suggestion prevent you from doing a cool ass flip?
Yeah, you want to
Oh yeah, can I do a
dive?
backflip on the way down?
Sure. Make an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Let's see how it goes.
Hell yeah. Oh
8.
no.
No. Do I at least not hit my head on the way down?
Yeah. I mean, you're pretty skilled in acrobatics, so you jump off and you like go to do the backflip. You realize you don't have quite enough momentum and you just kind of fall on your back, like belly flop on your back.
Okay.
But you're in the water, and as soon as you hit the water and you come up, the effects of the spell wear off. So suddenly you feel like, what? Like, what happened? Like, you have all your memories, but it was like, I did not want to do that. Why did I do that?
Okay. It's still my turn. Can I?
It is, yeah. That's your movement is taken up by that.
Right. Is there any like rope or netting or any kind of ridges built into the side of the boat that I can see that I could possibly climb up?
This ship, the side of the ship itself is like steel and metal, so
Right.
you might be able to like get a foot on the front of the ship or where the cannons are, like climb up through the cannon portholes. But it wouldn't be easy, but you can definitely try.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want to try?
I don't have any movement left, do I?
You could use your action to dash if you wanted to give yourself extra movement.
Oh.
That because she's completed the stipulations of the mind control.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I do want to try that. I want to try grabbing hold of one of the holes in the side of the ship where the cannons stick out and see if I can scramble up the side.
Okay, make an acrobatics check again. Okay.
For 22.
You just like smacked yourself on the water. You like really analyze the boat before you try to do this because it's not an easy climb. But you manage to find like a groove here and then another groove there. And then you grab onto a porthole and you yank yourself up. And then the last kind of push-pull is just like a pull-up at the side of the ship. And as you do that and you come and you roll over, you're like right next to a Knight of Rhybohr. But you're back on the ship. Okay.
Pan. Do I have a bonus action?
Yep.
Can I use my Tinker's tools to clean out my guns?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
You like clean it
Let's
out.
go.
Things did get a little wet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Shit.
whoops.
Okay. 8. Does 8?
Yeah, you can still clean it out, okay. I would say just using your bonus action to do that is fine.
Okay.
Okay, Sheev, it's your turn.
Yeah. So, I'm pretty. Can I make an intelligence check to make sure that this thing blows up?
Sure. Yeah.
Just to that my fireball plus where I stashed it that I feel pretty confident this thing's gonna blow up.
Go ahead.
All right. Let's see. Intelligence, just general intelligence ability check. That is a 15.
You feel confident that the engine is sabotaged in some way.
Wonderful.
But the ship itself is quite sturdy and made of steel. To take this thing all the way down, you guys would need cannon power, probably.
Right. But killing this engine is going to help us do
It'll
what
at
we
least
want to
like
do.
it won't be able to
Yeah.
sail in the same way. It does have sails, so it could manually
Right.
sail. But without the steam engine, it's going to cut its speed way down, and it's also going to damage the ship.
Yep, which that's fine. That's what I want to know. So I am going to use my 30 feet of movement. Can I get up to the top deck with 30 feet?
Yeah.
Am I going to run past anybody who opportunity attacks me or no?
Let me check the map here.
Just because I want to make sure I don't think I can take one right now, so I'm going to
Yeah, you are
make sure I
because you
don't
came
do that.
because you came straight through
I
the
am?
floor. You basically have to
Yeah.
run by multiple sailors, 4 sailors on the cannons, and the captain.
Okay, well, in that case, then I am going to visualize the deck of the Stormbringer, and I'm going to do what I did with Valanthe the other day, and I am going to just draw a square and literally rip through time and space. I'm gonna give a good little wave to the captain. I'll catch you later, and dimension door back to the deck of the Stormbringer into relative safety with my action. So that gets me away from here. Unless he tries to do anything. Is he trying to do anything?
Hang on a second. Let me just make a check here for him.
So I've still got a level 3 slot left. If I have to counterspell his counterspell.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about what he would do. Yeah, I don't think he would in this situation. You like wave to go, and he smiles at you.
Cool. All right, then I'm gonna go back to the Stormbringer.
You're gonna dimension door
Where's
out.
my? Yep, dimension door out. I'm going back to the Stormbringer.
Okay.
Let me hold on a second. I need to. I don't know why. There we go. And just on the top deck of the Stormbringer. And then that'll just be it for my turn, because I don't really have much I can do as a bonus action. So
Yeah. So Ecrius has just turned the ship. Ulrich has just come flying back out. Sheev shows up and just walks out of this door that appears out of nowhere. That's what's going on in the Stormbringer right now.
cool. I'm gonna wave to everybody. All right, their engine is sabotaged. We should try and gun them down now. And then I'm gonna try and like start heading towards if there's an open cannon or something like that to prepare to help the fight.
Okay. You got two options. You got the runic cannon at the front, or you have the cannons in the lower deck.
I will go to the runic cannon, but I won't place myself on it yet, just in case somebody else wants to use it on their turn, because I won't have a turn before then. So I'll kind of like stand near it to take a turn after somebody else uses it. But that's what I'll do.
So basically, how I'm rolling movement on these ships is that we can go between decks, and that's about our full movement
Cool.
on almost most ships. So going to one deck to the lower deck, or lower deck to another lower deck, right? That would be a dash, for example.
Sounds
if
good.
you wanted to go two decks. Okay.
Cool.
Ulrich, you are up.
Am I? I've got like a turn and everything, so I'm not
Yep.
like stunned or anything like that.
Nope, you're
Okay.
good.
I believe Gwen, at least Gwen is still on the ship, unless she's been compelled to throw herself overboard now. We should probably try and circle around and do some damage or pick her up. Their ship is certainly out of action. Is there a cannon here that I can use? And I'll look to see if there's a cannon that I can load or fire with my turn.
Yeah, there's a few of you on the cannons, but you can move down and move somebody out of the way if you want to.
Yeah, if I've got a full action. Unless I
You
can I manipulate the ship to move it closer towards the Ignasian dreadnought?
You can replace your action to move the ship instead if you like.
Yes, I will do that, please.
To move it closer?
I'll bring. Yes, please.
Okay.
Unless anyone stops me, otherwise I'll be moving the ship. Because I'm assuming Gwen is just floating by the ship.
She
climbed
got
up,
back on.
Back on the
She
deck.
climbed up. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Gun in
then,
hand.
yeah. Nice. Ready to do some damage. Yeah, I'll use my action, please, to bring our ship closer to
Okay, so
the
it can
Ignasian ship.
move 45 feet. Okay.
Just gonna give myself some vision, and I'm going to and my turn there. Actually, apologies, no, I'm not. I'm going to second wind, please.
Okay.
For 11 healing. Oh, nice, 11 healing. So I'm on 12 health, and I'll end my turn there, please.
Sounds good to me. Okay. That brings us to this guy. So Gwyn, you see this full on because you're on the deck of the Steelhead. You see the captain come up. And again, he's like this very, nothing seems to bother him type of guy. Like he doesn't seem panicked by this. And he comes up and he kind of smiles at you. And he sees the Stormbringer heading straight for you guys. And he goes up to the front of the ship and he turns the hull. So you guys are facing each other.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I don't like that. He's too confident. I don't like that. He's entirely too confident for my liking.
Anything else you can do? Yeah, no, probably not. He's got a lot of... Okay. Alrighty. Ricard,
It is time to fire the big gun.
you can try the runic cannon.
I'm going for the runic cannons. That'd be my mod, which would be it'd be like a 5, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so it's a
My mod
D20
was
plus
5%.
your spellcasting ability modifier.
So no proficiency?
No proficiency.
Alright, so it'd be 4.
I believe in you, Damien.
I believe.
I believe.
I got a
18.
Okay.
Let me check.
Oh, that's the wrong one. This one I gotta click for the damage, right?
It hits, yeah.
Let's go.
Okay,
So the
baby.
damage is 5d10 thunder damage and 5d10 cold damage.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So 23 thunder and 19 cold.
So, Ricard, you set up and you kind of put your hands on either side of the ship, and these runes start to tick, 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 and they all light up in this line, and then there's this. It comes out, and there's this crack of thunder, and the rain starts to pour around you guys as thunder and cold in this giant cone overwhelm the steelhead. The whole ship is engulfed in it. So I'm going to be taking 23, 19. What's that together? Okay.
I think that'd be the end. I don't have any bardics left. I'm hoping I have one. I have 2 out of 4 left.
If you
That's
want to
not-
give,
Oh,
you can give Bardic to someone who's firing a cannon or something.
you know what?
you
I
want-
will give the next bardic to you. I believe in you. I'll step aside. I'll pat you on the shoulder. You got this, buddy. This is your one chance, one shot.
Awesome.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be back.
Okay.
It's the end of my turn.
Sounds good. This attack also does half damage to anyone on the upper deck. So that is including Gwyn, unfortunately.
All right.
Oh shit. That's 21.
It's okay. It's okay. Take out the ship.
That's 21 damage to Gwyn.
That's 21 damage.
Okay.
But
That's a
they're
lot.
they're gonna take it
Oh,
too.
maybe not as okay as I thought it was.
That's okay.
It's fun.
Wait, Gwyn.
It's totally
Sorry, wait.
cool.
Gwyn was on the. Were you on the upper deck, Gwyn?
Yeah, I climbed up to the.
I couldn't see you because I'm on the cannon deck. I was gonna. Oh shit. I
I'm
don't
not
have
taking it.
enough
I would
HP.
rather you. I would rather you take out this ship.
All right.
I'll be okay.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Very good. That brings us to this guy. Okay. And Gwyn, this Knight of Rhybohr, is kind of right up in your face. And he...
Is he?
But that's probably not the one that I hypnotic pedant.
Nope. There is actually 3 on
Fuck. Shit.
on the front of the ship.
I don't have any fucking spells. I can't get to
One of
you.
those is a crit.
Oh boy.
Another
Oh
one is a
no.
19.
Okay.
Okay, Gwyn.
Yeah.
But roll super good for damage. So if you're gonna take 24 points.
Okay, I'm still standing. Okay.
Okay, let's go. Holy shit.
He does have one more attack, but instead
Oh,
of
no.
attacking you, he. You know what? No, I'm not gonna let him do that. I'm not gonna let him do that.
Oh wait, how far away is the ship? How far away are
map
the
is
ships
true
right now?
now?
Map is true right now?
Yeah.
Let me just
I
check
can't see the
one
Stormbringers.
little thing. Can we see what's happening from here or no? From the deck of the ship? Is it within vision range?
Sorry.
Is the ship within vision range of us? Like, can we
You can
see what's
see it.
happening to Gwyn right now?
Not really.
Okay,
You
then
have to
if
make
not,
a
then
perception check to like accurately
Okay.
try to perceive what's going on.
cause I can divination one of those rolls if I can see it, which I probably can't, but I'm gonna try anyway.
He is gonna make another attack because he can't do what I was gonna have him do.
Okay,
anyway,
well
so-
I rolled a 7. So how's that for?
What does that do? Is it -7?
No. I didn't. No, I can't even see it. That was my perception check
Oh,
to
I
see
see,
it.
I
I can't.
see.
I
Okay,
can't.
sorry.
No, I can't see.
You can hear
tried, Gwyn.
the sound of like a sword.
Fuck. Ah.
I shouldn't have climbed back up on the deck. That's my bad.
Nah.
So another
boy.
8 points. I rolled shit on that damage. Are you still up?
Nope.
Oh, fuck.
But as he hits you, this last
right.
hit is like he just takes his sword and it's and then he flips it around and he hits you in the head with the butt of it. So anyone can make a perception check on the Stormbringer to see if they see this. Sheev, you already made yours.
I'm going to 7. Yeah, I can't see shit. Wizard dumping wisdom, baby.
Okay. Okay, so anyone else want to make a perception check on the Stormbringer?
Sure, yes, please. I got a 21. 21.
So,
Can you do something for
Valanthe,
me?
you see these swords hit Gwyn. You see them kind of slash through her chest. You see her start to bleed. You see the butt of the sword come forward, but you don't see the result of it. You don't know if she's dead or what happens. But Ulrich, you're peering out from the porthole where the cannons are, and you get a good vantage point on this, and you see Gwyn slump forward, unconscious. You don't know from there. The knight kind of grabs her and then like puts her down on the ship.
Oh, okay.
That brings us to Valanthe.
Oh God. All of my, I literally thought of several plans and they're all blown to smithereens.
Hell yeah.
Huh. That's
If I'm
not
going
gonna
down,
work.
make sure this ugly steel contraption goes with me.
It's a promise. God, I'm panicking. The music isn't helping. I want to try using the runic cannon. 'Cause how
Let's
much
go.
worse can it be? I was on the upper deck last session.
Yeah.
And now that Rykard has managed his first
Ooh.
the first firing of that thing, I'm gonna try as well. And
Okay.
hope for the best.
Roll a d20 with your spellcasting ability.
All right.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
Awesome. All right.
Cool. It's 5d10 thunder and 5d10 cold. Let's go. Okay, Valanthe. Holy shit, 61 damage. That's wild. Okay.
That feels good.
Okay.
Did it make a dent?
Oh yeah.
I sure hope so.
And 61. That's half of these guys too. Ooh. Okay.
God, the music's so good.
I love the title of this one. You slowly realize you weren't meant to save the world. You were meant to destroy it.
It's just epic music. I love it.
Okay, this guy down to here. This guy down to here. Okay. So same kind of thing as you come up to it and you just kind of shove your cart out of the way. There's this, as all the runes light up in front of you with this white light, and then the dragon head at the front of the ship, there's this and just explodes in this cone of energy of thunder and lightning and cold frost that wraps the steelhead and everybody on it. Gwyn, you are gonna fail 2 death saves.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the fucking problem here.
I have a plan, don't worry.
And it's the ship's turn. It's the Stormbringers' turn. There's like this frosty outskirt on the steelhead. It looks like it's taking some damage.
I feel like we just move it closer to the ship, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's about to get to the point where hopefully the engine stops and they run on lower movement. So I'm wondering if we like where we are, I'm wondering if we try and like turn around and try and hit it from the side. I'm wondering. Or does that open us up? That opens us up to cannon fire.
Made of steel too.
And it's made of
We're made of
steel.
wood.
I just don't want to hit it head on, if you know what I mean. I'd rather not hit it head on. So probably move. We have what? We can do 3 actions, we can do 3 moves, right? So, or do we do 2 moves and a cannon? I think we probably do. Yeah, let's move. We don't know what side Gwyn's on. Let's just do 2 moves towards the left side of the ship, which the orientation's hard, but on the map towards like if the ship's facing forward, do 2 moves to the left side, towards the bottom of the map, and then 1 fire. That okay with everybody?
Yeah.
Cool. And then can one of the actions of the ship be firing the runic cannon? Or is that just a regular cannon fire? It's one of the actions? Okay, cool. Then we'll do that then. Do 2 moves to move it towards the bottom of the map.
Just eliminate Valanthe, Gwyn completely?
Yeah,
do we know? Do we know that Gwyn's on the ship?
Ulrich and Valente saw her go down.
Oh, okay. Ulrich and Valanthe saw. Okay, then we're not going to fire this round, I guess.
You know she's on the ship, for sure.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. Okay. Never mind. I did not realize that. So never mind.
Ruthless, but I kind of respect it.
No. Let's just do 3 moves then. Let's move down towards the bottom of the map with like 3 moves to try and get around where they can't ram us.
I mean,
That's
you can fire the normal cannon that doesn't hit her.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, then do that. Sorry.
So you
Sorry
have to
about
turn
that.
turn the ship to do that. So you can turn is one action to turn the ship.
Okay.
And then another action to move, and then another action to fire a cannon if that's what you want to do.
Then we'll do that then, yeah.
Okay, so you guys are moving, like, if you can see my cursor here, you're moving this way.
To the south, like,
okay.
Yeah.
So it'd be like this, boop, or like here-ish. And then you guys moving 45 feet.
Yeah.
And then...
Can it be harsher towards the south by chance?
Yeah,
if that's possible.
And then, sorry, I'm going to do this. 45, so you guys can move to about here. And you're going to make a cannon attack?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll for that.
1d20, and then...
If you just click on the ship and under features,
click on the ship. Right.
Features
okay,
at the
cool.
bottom,
Sorry.
weapons, and click on cannon.
I was looking at the runic cannon and my brain was kind of melting. Regular cannon. As be a 10. I think that misses, right?
A 10 does not hit.
Alright, sad.
You turn it, and it's just kind of difficult to get a shot as it's in kind of moving at the same time.
Cool.
Okay. That brings us to the sailors. Which Some of them are dead, but the ones in the cannon room have been protected. Is one of the Knights of Rhybohr turns the ship to mirror you guys. And they're gonna make a couple of cannon attacks. Jesus Christ. Okay, only one of those are gonna hit.
Can I instead, can I make that roll? Oh, well, so for my divination feature, would I have to see the person firing the cannon or see the cannon itself to affect the roll?
Well, what's the word?
Just ruling for you. It is, I can just make any roll, here, let me see. Let me just... School of Divination.
He doesn't have to see this now because he saw it already in the past.
Yeah, no. Hang on. Where did it go? I don't know where all of my shit went. Hold on a second. Give me 2 seconds. My sheet's all messed up. Okay. Portent. I can replace any attack roll, saving throw, or ability check made by you or a creature that I can see. Okay, so
yeah, so no.
I can't see the creature.
Cannot,
Cool,
no.
never mind. Then we're good.
So there are 2 cannons that kind of hit the water, and then a third one. And Ulrich, you kind of have to turn your head as it hits the lower deck, and wood splinters. The Stormbringer is going to take 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, 17. We're still doing alrighty.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, I took the HP down.
Yeah, I'm keeping track of it as well.
Cool.
That brings us to Leo's turn.
So, what are we gonna do about Gwyn?
I'm trying to think, man.
I'm out of spell slots, which is bad. So,
If we get close enough, I can get to the ship, but it has to be 30 feet. Like, I don't have anything longer range.
I'm totally unconscious right now, right?
Yeah, and you're on 2 death save
Yes,
fails, too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which is the worst part.
So I can't. But all right.
No,
How-
you're a sack of meat at the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah,
how, to what extent can we use Herc? Because I've been not using him to his full capacity to sort of both speed things up, and because I'm playing Leo.
I mean, you can use his abilities on his turn, but he's not until last in turn order.
True, but he's after me. And unless there's somebody in between which I don't know about,
There's a Knight of Rhybohr, and the ship is between you. There's 2 Knights of Rhybohr,
Yeah.
but one is under the effects of hypnotic pattern. Oh, actually, he took damage, so he could redo his save. What's the
nope,
DC?
there's no save.
Oh, it's just dropped. Okay, so he took damage from the runic cannon. So
No, he can repeat if it takes damage. I'm wrong.
Okay, he makes the save on the second throw. What do you think?
Boy.
The only stupid thing I could think of would be to do some sort of a team maneuver between my 2 characters, to sort of coordinate something. But I don't know how to get Hercules across unless I shoot him with a cannonball. So
looks bleak, guys.
would be
Looks
fun.
bleak.
Would be funny. I don't know. So let's start by seeing Gwyn. How about that? Let's make a perception check. Is that free or?
You're not going to be able to see her. She's laying on the upper deck of the ship. Unless you want to get closer, that would be really, or overhead, that would really kind of be the only way that you'd be able to get a vantage point on her.
Can I? But can I see the knight, which is not on
You
the
can
ground?
see knights, yeah, on the upper deck.
But I wouldn't know which knight is with her.
Hard to say. I mean, probably the one that would be in closest proximity to her. There's 3 of them on the upper deck.
Can I try to see which knight is by her side, even if I can't see her?
Yeah. I mean, you can see the knights. You can see the top of them, right? Because the upper deck is just too far raised for you to see someone who's laying down. Like, you can't see it from where you guys are. Plus, on being on another ship.
I don't need to see her. I just need to see which knight is.
Yeah,
by
I mean,
her.
you can hedge your bets on the one that's closest to where you saw her go down.
Sure. I really don't know. Can I just shoot a cannon? Also, would that be possible?
Yep.
Like, how are we location wise on the ships? Is it pretty free where we are? Because I think I was on the deck last time.
I think Clark said movement, right? One level,
Yeah.
one move to get down to the
It's your
cannon
full
deck.
movement to go from upper deck to lower deck, but you can move and then make an action to attack with the cannon.
Guess I'll do that then.
Okay.
I can't really help.
Tough.
You're good. I
Win
think
at
I
all.
might be able to do something. I
Okay,
might
go
be
ahead
able
and
to
make
do
a
something.
cannon attack.
I'm gonna make just a cannon attack. That's at least a hit. Probably.
Yeah, that will hit.
All right, let's go. Good shit.
But
Just deal some damage to it.
not much more I can do, unfortunately.
You look so comfy, Liv. That looks very comfy.
What did you roll
You
for
talking to
damage?
me?
Can you roll
Comforting
the
you.
Oh,
damage?
time of need.
does it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
19
Sorry,
hits.
I need to. Yeah.
That's good damage. Okay,
Okay.
good. We've done like 23, 60 plus
can tell you
42. We've
exactly.
done like 120 damage.
I can tell you
In the last,
exactly
like, couple
how much
turns.
damage you guys have done. 212 damage total.
Yeah.
Okay, so this cannon hits the front of the steelhead, and there's impact, and everyone kind of sways a little bit. It's a good hit. Okay, that brings us to the knights. Okay. You guys can't hear this, but the captain is barking orders. He says something to one of the knights. And then you guys can all make perception checks to see what you can see here.
Ooh, 8.
I'm so bad at perception. It's crazy. It's a 7 again. God. So bad. So bad.
Okay. So you guys can all see this. It's just pinpointing some of the details that, Valanthe, you're able to pinpoint exactly what knight does this. You make note of, like, he's got a scuff on his pauldron type of thing. And it's clear that the captain is coordinating this, but one of the knights picks up Gwyn's limp body and holds it up for you guys at the side of the ship. And he holds her up by the scruff, and he takes his sword from this other side, and he slashes.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Not good.
Niet goed. Oh
And
no.
as it hits Gwyn's torso, there is this, her eyes flash open. And just like we saw with Ulrich, they're purple and blue, and wings come out from her back. And the sword like hits and then bounces back from arcane magic, and the knight goes flying, and Gwyn goes sailing across the ocean and lands at 1 HP back on the Stormbringer.
Guys, imagine if we didn't pray to Cadbro before this. We'd be so fucked. Imagine if we didn't
tell
do
you, that prayer made
Holy shit.
a big
Holy
difference
shit.
for you guys here.
Oh god.
Can,
Is it like a death ward type thing?
Yes,
that
it's
we've got?
essentially,
Yeah.
So if any of you were going to go
God,
down
we
at 0
fucking
HP
prayed to
here, like
Cadbro.
be dead, that she was going to protect you.
God damn it. Okay.
But
Alright.
the one kind of circumstance thing being is that she does put you back on the Stormbringer, so you're no longer on the Steelhead, which, could be a problem in some
Alrighty.
situations. Okay, and that brings us to this guy who can't really do anything right now. He doesn't want to go down that way either.
Where is Herc on the ship?
Okay, it's the ship's turn. And this is the first time, actually, Valanthe, you rolled high enough to notice that the first time that the captain looks angered by this. But they are going to make some attacks. And this. So they are making a ballista attack.
Okay.
As well. What's the AC on the Stormbringer again?
16 is the AC of the Stormbringer.
Okay, the one cannon will hit. Ballista misses. The other cannon is going to hit too. Ooh, I rolled good on one of those damages. Okay.
Right.
It's going to take 52 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As 2 more cannons
We're alright.
kind of follow Gwyn right after she's flown across the water.
We got 121 left. We'll be okay right now.
And that brings us to Herc's turn.
Okay, sorry. Is Herc on the deck of the ship?
I believe he was on the cannons, but he can move.
Not
I
that
have-
relevant, I guess.
I'm gonna yell to Herc, if possible. Herc, turn the ship to face the steelhead. If he can get to the wheel and turn it, that would be clutch.
What are you planning?
Full assault. Go in for the kill.
Let's just hope it's not our kill. And then I'll turn the ship.
You're going to turn it towards the...
Yep. To the broadside. basically.
Okay,
Cool.
that's good.
And one last quick question. Sorry, I did not use my inspiration last session. That means it's gone, correct? I don't keep it for this session.
No, you can still have it. Once you have inspiration,
Okay, cool.
you have
Awesome.
inspiration. The only one
Sweet.
that I limit is if you're D20 at the beginning of the session. That's only
Gotcha,
for this
gotcha,
session.
gotcha.
But
Cool.
if I tell you have inspiration for a different reason, you'll have it until you use it.
Cool. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
That brings us to Ecrius's turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he comes up behind you, Gwyn, and he pats you on the back, and he says,
Good.
"That was awesome. Good thing you're back." He pats you really aggressively, and he's gonna cure wounds you.
Oh, good. All right. Excellent. Good. Okay.
Hag
So
would
if
have
we
also done
do-
that.
He says, "We need
No,
you,
no,
Captain.
no.
You're gonna
We
take
need
10,
him to turn.
10 points of
We need him
hurt
to turn.
healing."
Okay, 10 points.
And he says, "Let's kill these fuckers." And Gwyn, it's your turn.
Agreed.
Okay, second wind, is that an action?
Bonus.
Bonus action.
Bonus,
Yeah.
okay. First thing I'm gonna do is, am I still wearing my hat? Or did I lose it in the commotion?
You did lose your hat. If you see, actually, you could see it floating in between the two ships.
Okay.
Gwyn dies immediately.
She dives off. She dives off board.
200 D10 hat damage.
I'm gonna look around, realize that I'm alive, pat my head, and realize that my hat is gone. See it floating off in the distance, and at first, a wave of panic if anyone's watching, they can see panic overcomes my face, and then slowly it is replaced by anger. And with a second wind, I heal myself with using just pure force of rage for my beautiful stolen hat for 9. Okay.
Good.
And then I'm going to call out to the rest of the crew. This isn't over. We finished this. And I'm gonna race down to one of the cannons on the deck. Or no, we're not in position to fire a cannon, are we?
No, but we are a runic cannon position, though. That's where runic cannon.
I will rush forward to the runic cannon.
To try to use it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
You try, but it doesn't quite light up. You don't have a spellcasting ability, so you can't use it. And as you do this, and like whoever's nearby, like Sheev or Mage and Valanthe, tells you like this is for mages only.
Damn.
Oh, right.
Okay. All right. Fine.
How long range is your gun? Can you shoot your gun from here? Can you just try and hit the captain with your gun?
Actually, how far away are we?
You're pretty close.
Can you just take headshots?
Can I make an attack with my pistol on the captain?
85 feet-ish.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's in range.
Let's go.
It's pretty close. Like you guys can definitely see everything that's going on the deck of the ship now, especially with the angle that you're at. You can try to make a shot on him.
Yeah. Yes, I'm going to.
Okay.
For 27.
Definitely is gonna hit.
Let's go. All right. Oof. Okay.
15 damage. Let's go. That's max damage, baby.
Nice. Okay. He looks hurt.
I'm aiming directly for his face.
Okay.
If that changes anything.
You like line this up, you go to the runic cannon, you get a little frustrated, and you just like, okay, fine, we'll do things the old-fashioned way, and you shoot him, and this bullet sails across the ocean and hits him in the neck, and he just starts to and he like closes his eyes and opens his eyes, and he looks pretty hurt.
Did you use your second attack and or your action surge as of yet, Gwyn?
I don't know, can I? Is an action surge a bonus action?
No, you can just action surge. But also, do you have 2 attacks?
Yeah, yeah, that's right. I have 2 attacks.
Yeah, go ahead and make
I have
another
multi-attack. Oh, I can't believe I forgot.
And then if you have your action surge, you can then take 2 more. Oh, it's a crit! It's a fucking crit! Let's go!
Yeah, I don't think you've used your action surge yet, so.
I haven't, no.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
Oh man, go ahead and roll your crit damage. Oh, let's go! For 17.
Okay.
How's he looking?
He is
again aiming straight for his forehead.
Up, but
I want to turn his brains into paste.
Bleeding profusely.
Let's fucking go.
He like hit him in the neck, and the second one just kind of hits him right underneath the jaw, and kind of same deal. He's just like blood pouring out, and he grabs onto his neck and try to hold himself together. He's still alive, but
I'm not done with you.
Let's go. 2 more attacks, baby. I like to think you're just cocking the hammer back and just like bang, bang.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yes. So, anyways, she started blasting.
She did start blasting.
24.
Yeah, that hits.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's go. 11 more.
Okay.
Another one.
As you go for this last shot and he's like holding on, there's just like this moment where it seems like the bullet, it should hit him, but he comes up with this sword and he deflects it, and the bullet goes flying in the other direction. But he definitely, like, for those of you who are mages, he used some type of spell or feature to help him do that.
Yeah. Okay. You get one
Do
more
it again.
shot, Gwen. You get one more shot, yeah. Shit.
Shit,
Still,
does 18 hit?
an 18.
Unfortunately not. That will not hit.
Can I use all of Herc's abilities?
Pretty close, though. My God. Okay. What do
Because
you want to do?
if I can use all of Herc's abilities,
Flash of genius.
I don't think I can use it on attack rolls, can I?
Well, I would say Herc is on the bottom of the ship.
No, Herc came to the wheel to turn it. Herc
Yeah,
is
that's
on the
right.
wheel.
Herc's at the wheel.
Oh, okay. So he would be able to see Gwen. What do you want to do? You want to flash a genius?
Give me a second to read that one that's specific.
Yes.
I want to end this fool.
I would like
Kill
to flash
him.
of genius, yes.
What does it say? Nope. I cannot add it to attack.
Ah, shit.
Unfortunate.
Sorry. You did a lot of damage, though, Gwen. Well freaking done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Feels good. Feels
He's,
good.
like,
Well done.
bleeding, and he, like, clearly, like, just narrows his eyes.
Can I flip him
However-
off? Do I have enough actions
however-
left to flip him off?
However,
I want to.
I could
yeah,
use
you
a
can do that. That's
reaction.
not an action.
Yay!
from-
It's a free action.
flipping him off's a free action.
Flipping the bird is a free action.
Actually, Leo can use a reaction to get a little extra in there on an
Okay.
attack roll.
Oh.
Let's see.
What are you using?
The Motley support. I can, as a reaction, within 30 feet, a creature within 30 feet of me, I can roll a d4 and add that to the thing.
Ooh. Okay.
That's a 4.
Baby.
22.
That makes it what? 22?
22.
Okay, roll for damage.
All right, so
Let's
I'm flipping him
go.
off with one hand, shooting him with my other. Ah,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Okay. Oh, that's so funny. He like goes through this magical process, and then Leo, as he diverts the bullet, you channel some of your patron magic, and Valivi actually pops out from the water and diverts the bullet back towards him, and it hits
Let's
him
go.
across the chest. He is just alive. He actually goes down
Okay.
onto his knees.
Nobody knows
Literally
what's good
needed
though.
one more to kill him.
Guess who goes next?
Actually,
Wait a minute. I have a question.
Yeah.
Sorry. Didn't you get a neat ability that's called Cadbarrow's Wrath?
Is it
Yeah,
melee attacks or is it all attacks?
I believe it's melee attacks. I can double check. Though.
I thought it was melee attacks,
Oh.
but I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Unfortunately for me, it
Because I would
says
be more excited about it.
melee or spell attacks, which this is
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh no!
I
That'd
can't
be
cast
sick.
bullet at him.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Shit.
it's not as useful.
It's all right.
For
It's okay.
gunslingers. Okay. All right. That brings us to Sheev's turn.
It is, and I'm by the runic cannon,
Yeah.
and I have bardic inspiration from Rykard, so I'm gonna just blast this guy with the runic cannon. Is Damien? Is his? Is it D8 or D6 for his bardic right now?
It'd be
D8.
D8.
I
Pass
it's
it.
D8. Okay,
Yeah,
I
D8.
tried to message him and I couldn't see it. So
Yeah, he's not coming back, so we can pilot him.
Okay.
It's not.
Gotcha.
Oh. Well, that's a shame.
Alrighty. So /R 1D. Oh, let me just make a spellcasting attack and then add a D8 to it. Let's do it that way.
What?
24. Does that hit?
Why did you add a D8? Oh,
Oh,
you're
that's
adding
from
your
Bardic
combination?
Inspiration. No, Bardic
I see,
Inspiration
I see, I
from
see.
Rykard.
I gotcha. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
24 hits. Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, from what I remember you saying, it does half damage to the people on the deck, correct?
Yep.
Cool. All right, so that's gonna be 25
Nice,
thunder
nice.
damage and 30
Nice.
cold damage for 55 total. halved.
30.
Yeah, he should be. He should be dead ski.
Minus, what is it? 55. Okay. Yeah, the ship is definitely taking some serious damage too. There's like this rumble on this steelhead as you guys hear this. And then you guys start to see flames start to spurt out from where the engine is. Several of the people on the deck take damage, and several sailors go down as this gold damage and thunder damage wraps around. You can't see, again, a really good vantage point on what's happening to the captain. It looks like one of the knights tries to put his body in front of him, but it's hard to say whether or not he's still alive.
It's all right. That's okay.
You guys can try to make a perception check to try to get a vantage point on it if you like.
Try.
I would like
try. I roll so bad. Yeah, it's a 1. Nope. I don't see shit, bro. Let's go, Gwyn. 26, net 20 for 26.
Nice.
I'm locked in on this guy.
You are locked in, Gwyn.
You have to you have to move a little bit on the ship to get a good view of this. You actually kind of climb up one of the sides to just make sure you can see what's happening. This captain is still, for sure, and the knights are all still alive, but any of the other sailors that were on that ship are down. Everybody that was on the upper deck is down, kind of covered in this frosty. There's this light call of thunder above you guys.
As I fire the cannon, I'll just call out to Cadborough, "More souls for you to feast upon." And I'm going to end my turn there, I think.
Ulrich, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. How close are we to the ship itself? The enemy ship now? Do you know?
Map is true. It's 40 feet.
Okay.
50 feet.
I think I'm just gonna have to keep
70 feet. Sorry.
moving it. 70 feet. Yeah, I'll use my turn just to keep moving it to their enemy ship because I want to try and get involved. Unless I can actually reload a cannon, and then I'll reload a cannon and shoot it. That's okay.
It's a bonus action to reload a cannon and an action to shoot it, but you're welcome to do that.
Yeah, I'll be more than happy to do that.
I will say your angle on the ship right now, you can't really get. You'd have to turn the ship first.
Okay, I'll do that then with my action. If that's okay.
You're gonna turn the ship?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to face towards the south or towards the north?
If south is where their ship is, I'll face their ship. I think that seems like
like this?
a good idea to line everything up. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, you can see the map like this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you can take your action to that. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, please.
All right. That brings us here. He's gonna do this. Man. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, no, that's what he would do in this situation. And then you guys hear, you hear one of the knights yelling, "We go down with a fight!" But yeah, okay. It's Ricard's turn. What do we want him to do?
I'm not too sure.
He's
What do you
got
think
some
he would
first
do?
level spell slots. He's got 1 4th level, 1 3rd level. He's got polymorph.
Let's let him use a 3rd level to heal Gwyn, maybe?
Has Ulrich been healed at all?
Or Sheaf?
No. Apologies. Did I use my bonus action? I didn't use my bonus action on my turn, did I?
Well, to load the... Oh, no, because you didn't load the cannon. No.
Okay.
So you didn't.
If it's okay, may I second wind on my turn as well?
Yep.
Thank you. Because I do.
She's on 8 HP, but I'm also staying on the ship, so it depends on who you want to heal. But
So
I
he's
would
got
take
healing word and he has aid. He does not have cure wounds.
Does he have any big damaging spells? Because I think
He's
putting
got hypnotic pattern, polymorph, catnap, tongues, clairvoyance, suggestion, aid, healing word, silvery barbs, dissonant whispers.
I think just a hypnotic pattern on their crew where he can. I think the range is 60 feet, so if he walks... Yeah, he
I
will be
mean,
range.
120 feet, yeah.
I already put a hypnotic pattern on them, and it probably at this point is completely gone. And if they get hit one more time, they all get to repeat their save. Anyways,
Stupid people.
I've done.
So
I don't know if it
all the
does so much,
sailors are dead. All that's left are the 3 Knights of Rhybohr on the top of the ship, and then there are other sailors in the lower deck on the cannons as well.
And sorry, just to clarify, can he see the captain, or is the captain down?
Who? Ricard?
Rykard, yeah.
He goes to look, and I'll have him make a perception check.
Just because he can dissonant whispers the captain, if he can see him.
I'll make that public. He rolls 16. Okay, so he looks, he scans the ship, and he cannot see the captain at all.
Okay, never mind then.
In fact, he's gone.
Oh, cool. Probably just have him aid then to the people who are hit. Just have him cast aid, upcast it to get 3 people with aid.
Sure. Sure. Okay.
So probably just target Ulrich, Gwyn, and Sheev, right? Because nobody else is taking damage.
So we want to cast it at 3rd level.
Yeah, that works.
He's got 1 3rd level spell slot left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. He still has his 4th level if he needs to do something crazy.
Okay. Okay, so 10 points of healing. You guys got it. Aid. Who was he putting it on? Gwyn, Ulrich, and
Chief.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, so he looks up and he calls out, no eyes on the captain. And that brings us to this guy.
Won't matter if it's at the bottom of the seafloor.
He seems to be preparing. Can't really do anything right now. Valanthe,
That's
it's your
bad
turn.
news.
Awesome. So I want to get up to the, like, right by the railing of our ship, and I guess I'll just pick the closest Knight of Rhybohr in range.
Okay.
And I'm going to point a finger at him and stare dead straight at him while I activate my form of dread.
Okay.
Just to unsettle him a little bit. And I'm going to use a fireball, because why not?
Okay.
Right. Do I need to...
They need to make saving throws.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I assume you're trying to get as many people as possible in this, right?
Mostly the Knight of Rhybohr I've been intimidating, but
Okay.
yeah.
You can
Or
at least
the
get
ship.
2 20-foot radius sphere. You can at least get 2. 1 fails, 1 succeeds. So go ahead and roll for damage.
$31. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
That's a good roll.
Okay. It's one of
You
them.
roll really good on damage,
Pretty
Liv.
burnt.
Like a lot. You're very good at rolling damage dice.
Stop. Thank you. I just like killing people.
True.
It's the one you're kind of staring at. It's hard to read because he's got this full helm like over his face. But you do definitely send this over, and there's this like a fire. Some dead bodies light up, and there's like the smell of burning flesh.
Yeah.
That brings us to the Stormbringers' turn.
Ram it.
Yeah, I think probably turn to face it, and then, if possible, can we do 2 runic cannons and 1, or is it 1 per like ship action?
You can do 2, as long as you have a spellcaster up there. You have
Yeah, Shiva's on that shit, so I think we're just gonna burn it to the ground.
Sure, go ahead.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll twice with Sheev's intelligence mod. No D8 this time, but I'm gonna roll again. And Sheev's gonna turn and burn.
Okay.
Let's roll.
Let's go. Nice one.
I'm gonna
does
make
not.
that roll. Actually, is gonna be a 8 on the die for a total of 13 with my divination. Does 13 hit?
It does not.
That's fine. That's okay.
The 20 hits.
1 hit. So we'll do 5d10. Only 22 thunder. And only 29 cold. So I don't roll as good as Liv does. However, that's still
Substantial.
going to be a substantial amount of damage for 51. It's just above average.
And as you kind of hit, and there's this, the explosion of thunder and cold. The whole like outside of the steelhead, the front side of it, the broadside that you guys are against, it's like covered in this layer of frost, and you guys can hear this like the metal in it squeaking and struggling, like, and this fire pluming at the back in the engine room. Okay.
Oh, actually, fuck it. I'm going to use my fucking inspiration on that roll. I'm stupid. Why didn't I just do that? I'm going to use my inspiration and re-roll that.
Sure.
Instead. I'm just going to do that. Because at this point, we're going in for the kill. And, sure. Let's roll again. Does a 16 hit?
No, it does not, unfortunately.
No way!
Yeah.
Oh,
Unfortunately, the ship is just made of steel, so it's got
no,
a
it's
good
fine.
AC.
All right, well, no inspiration
That's
for
too
Sheev,
bad.
sadly. That's okay.
Okay, that brings us here. We still got the crew going on in the lower deck, so they're gonna attack with the cannon as you guys try to close the gap here. Basically, all they can do.
Let's just hope they don't do a million
One of
damage
those is
because
a natural
we're
one.
oh, good.
Okay.
AC is 16.
Yeah. Okay, 2 are gonna hit unless anybody wants to do anything here.
Yeah, I got you. I can't do anything because I can't see I can see the cannon, but I can't see the creature.
Can't see the
so I
person.
can't change the roll. So no, I can't do much.
As like you guys start to get closer and these cannons just
Although, okay, here's a question for you. Would you allow me to try and reaction shield? No, it's only myself. I can't shield the ship. I can't cast shield on the ship. All right, fair enough.
the Stormbringers is going to take 51 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, it's getting a little close, guys, but we're still doing okay. We're at 70 right now. You said 51, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're at 70 right now, so it's a little close for comfort.
Okay. Okay, Leo, it's your turn. Just pulled out a piece of my floor.
Oh no!
I don't know how that happened.
I guess the goal is to murder.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So,
They said all the sailors on the deck of the ship are already dead. All that's left there, what you can see are the knights.
and the runic cannon is available.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Sheev's gonna back his way out so you can fire.
Where we are. Come on, let me fire that thing.
Okay.
Use ability. Yes, I would like to use the ability. Place measure template.
No. Just roll. What's your spellcasting mod on Leo? 5 or 4?
4.
Okay,
Go ahead and roll a
D20
d20 plus 4.
Let me just do this the old-fashioned way, which I like better anyways. 15, so 19.
Yeah, that hits.
And then just click on the damage.
Yeah.
Each one once. Okay. 25 thunder.
Solid.
Solid. And then click on the cold too. It does 2 types for 5. It's 10d10 total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then 30, so 55 total.
Yeah.
Okay. you kind of capitalize on this already frosted over side of the ship, and these like cracks of lightning and thunder, and the whole ship kind of gives this huge lurch. This black smoke plumes from the back, and you guys can see it starting, like its backside is starting to sink into the ocean. It is like still up, but it's very damaged.
Yep.
How are the Knights of Rhybohr looking? They're all surviving
they
this?
They gotta take the half of that damage. They're pretty sturdy gentlemen, I would say.
Yeah,
They are, unfortunately.
True.
But yeah, they gotta take half of this.
Hate to admit it, they're pretty strong.
I would say they may
But
be
they're
very
limited
sturdy, but
by
they're
like
probably not gentlemen.
they're melees, right? So
Mm-hmm.
okay. Yes, this. And where's this guy? There he is. Ooh, that guy's pretty hurt. Okay. Okay. All right. That brings us here. After being rocked several times by this runic cannon, the two of the Knights of Rhybohr go below deck, apparently to take cover or to help with the cannons, and then it's the warship's turn. So it is going to attack
Leo's also gonna head upstairs, so just so
to
he's
the
on
upper
deck.
deck. Okay, you used the runic cannon though, right? So you were on the upper deck. Yeah.
Yep.
Jesus, you're all so bad on
Oh
these
yeah,
cannons.
no, I was already on. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Come on, as long as we don't get crit. Come on, come on.
Only one of these is gonna hit.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys are to take 33 points of bludgeoning damage on the Stormbringer.
Boy, we have 37 HP left. We can take like maybe one more of these before.
Pretty close, you guys. Pretty close.
That's bad.
Okay, it's Herc's turn. What do we want him to do?
Herc, get to the runic cannon, please. He's on the top deck steering. I'm gonna yell for him to stop steering and go to the runic cannon. We need to try and turn and burn this fucking thing before we die. If Herc wishes to do that, I'm not gonna take agency from Herc, but Shiva's calling all hands to the runic cannon who can fire it.
So, asking for a friend. The steelhead is completely made out of metal.
The outsides, the walls are made out of metal. The insides are made out of wood.
Are you gonna heat metal this fucking thing? Is that your plan? Are you gonna heat
Interesting,
metal? Are
interesting,
you gonna heat metal the ship?
interesting.
Oh god. I mean, not the worst idea.
I mean, so if somebody was inside and it would heat metal, they wouldn't necessarily take damage because it's just the hull.
Right. So what you know about Serachian steel is Serachian steel, and Ulrich would know this and be able to tell you as well, and most of you would know that Serachian steel is invulnerable to heat metal, but the ship itself is hard to say whether or not it's entirely made of Serachian steel. Probably not. That would be very expensive for them to do that, so it's probably not all Serachian steel. But the cannons definitely are, and the knights definitely wear Serachian steel.
Did Herc and Aquarius find out if the ship has any abilities to sort of repair itself?
You can repair it, but you have to be at a dock. There's a potential maybe that there are special abilities, but that would take some more investigation.
Yeah. I think we just gotta kill it and try and we gotta do more damage than it can do to us. I think is the goal right now.
It's a cannon fight.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna use the arcane cannon then.
You can try the runic cannon? Okay.
Yeah, the runic cannon.
Come on, baby.
That's a 12.
12
Does it
total?
use the is it just +4? Is it
Plus your
It's plus the
spellcasting
spellcasting
ability.
modifier.
Yeah. What's her
no
spellcasting?
no proficiency then?
No.
No.
Then it's 12 total.
Okay.
Fuck.
That does not hit. As Hurt kind of comes up and he tries to channel this, it just the runes don't get all the way lit up. Bonus action, you wanted to do anything?
Arcane.
Okay. It's Ecrius' turn, and he kind of looks at all you guys, and he looks at the ship, and he
He's
says,
a spellcaster, right?
He is. He says, "We're taking this down, right?
Yeah,
Can I kill
the
him?
cannon.
Can I shoot
Get
the
to
cannon?"
the cannon. Get to the cannon.
Okay! He's like so excited. He like sprints over.
If Ecrius gets this kill, I'm gonna laugh so hard. It'd be amazing if he gets the kill.
Me too. Okay, so it'll be D20 plus his spellcasting,
Yeah.
which will be his intelligence.
It's so freaking
I'll
funny.
roll this public. And it'll be D20 plus 4.
He does.
God.
He hits
Oh my
it. He
God.
hits it. He hits it. Okay. 10d10. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. There's like this there's a moment where the it sends it out. Thunder, lightning, cold that envelop the steelhead and just shoot straight through it, and the sides of the ship crack. It actually like puts a whole crevice inside the side of it, and one side goes down like the Titanic and starts to sink. The steelhead is down.
Let's fucking go.
Wow. I
And
can't.
Chris says,
Yeah.
"Fuck you, Ignasia!"
No, just to clarify, they're not going to be any dying breath cannon blasts. It's gone.
It's currently sinking.
All right, cool.
And there are knights that are like scrambling around. But I'm gonna drop initiative order. You guys can act freely.
Oh boy.
Well,
Okay.
actually, we wait for them to drown and then we loot the beast.
If we can, yeah. I don't know how we're gonna be able to, but I'm down to loot. I am down to loot if we can get over there. Yes. I'm actually gonna try and talk to Cadborough and see if she can like get us to hold the ship from fully sinking, but kill them all, and then we can loot it. I'm gonna...
I would rather put this thing on the bottom of the ocean floor.
All right, that's
Yeah.
fine. We don't have to loot it fully.
Well,
We could take the gold though. Imagine there's gold on this ship, probably somewhere, right?
Oh yeah.
probably on the
Gotta-
half that's
gotta-
already
gotta,
in the
gotta
water.
be right.
We
Gotta
need
be
some
some
mon-
gold.
we need some money for provisions to repair this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll say the
man.
ship is sinking. There are still
Yeah.
Knights of Rhybohr in the lower deck.
Yeah.
Just as a note, that
Yeah, I
hit
know.
from the runic cannon. There is still
I mean-
one on the upper deck too, but he looks severely injured.
How far away from the island are we? Like, how deep is this? Like, how deep could this possibly be? We're not like in the middle of the ocean, right?
Right. You guys are probably like between 500 to 1,000 feet away from the docks. You can see Port Zurak from where you guys are.
Well, technically, Rykard and I do not have to breathe. So, in theory, if we wait for them to drown, we could go into the ship afterwards and loot it after the fact. And Ecrius, you know that thing where you have the bubble, correct? You can cast the bubble?
Oh, I'd have it tomorrow.
Well. I think we let it sink first, and then we decide if we want to try to do a looting expedition. That is probably the best thing to do. And I think Sheev is just going to fire the runic cannon one more time, just for good measure, and try and hit the knights that are still alive. Just to see if it'll hit. I'm gonna roll again. I miss anyway. It's fine. Doesn't matter. All right. Good. We have sunk the steelhead was like the main thing, right? That was their like their
It's one of
flagship
the
ship,
heads
right?
of
It was
the.
one of two.
Well, the Rhybohr's navy just got about 50% weaker. Well, not 50%, but a large chunk was dealt by this. Large chunk of damage was dealt to their army by this blow. This was good, but we should probably go back to shore as soon as possible to try and repair this ship because we are currently. And I'll just kind of look at the side of the ship. There are some holes in our vessel. I do not think we should leave at this level of hurtness.
We should. You're right. We should repair our ship. We should not be ready for a warm welcome. They, without a doubt, the residents of the island, both pirates, sailors, and knights of Rhybohr alike, have watched this from the shore. We will run into trouble.
It is true. But again, we did just sink the steelhead.
Is the island occupied by
It's true.
Empire?
I don't
Wasn't
think
there-
it's occupied, but they drop people off. We know that from Gwyn, Sheev, and Ulrich saw that there were Knights of Rhybohr on the island when we were there.
So, Gwen, you kind of do a count in your head. You saw a couple of Knights of Rhybohr at the northern docks when you guys were crossing Surak Square. You saw a couple of them seemed like giving the merchants a hard time. And then you also saw two more that were sent out to this, what seems like sent out to find the Stormbringer or to be on land. Two that passed you while you were invisible. So you know at minimum there's probably 4 or 5 Knights of Rhybohr on the island, on Port Surak.
Yes, and they do not know our faces, but if we dock the Stormbringer, there will certainly be a bit of an attention grabber. We did just sink the ship. I do think I want to talk to Cadborough, actually. I would just like to ask her a question, if I can. Do you know, Dragon Goddess? Also, by the way, you're welcome for the dead Rhybohr people, but do you know if your ship could somehow become less conspicuous for a short while? Is that a thing that you can do?
Make a religion check with advantage.
Is there a way? 24.
You hear, conspicuous? Why would I ever want to be conspicuous? Show with pride what you have done.
Well, right, yes. Yeah, I understand that. However, we possibly are in need of being a little bit less noticeable for just a few hours. Is it possible?
She says, "Go forth, Stormbringers, and celebrate
Okay.
your victory.
All right. Okay.
Knights are not your concern."
Well, I'm almost dead again, so they are pretty concerning to me, but that's okay. Thank you for the help for saving Ulrich and Gwyn. I assume that was you that did that. Thank you. And actually, while you're here, is there any chance that we could maybe loot this ship later? Is that a possibility, or are you going to claim the loot from the ship for yourself? While she's here, might as well ask while she's
Make
here.
a persuasion check.
Ooh, I'm good at this. Can I roll with advantage because we struck a blow to the Ingnasian Empire?
You already rolled
Okay,
their religion check with advantage.
that's fair. Persuasion? I have +6. Nothing can go wrong here. 25.
She says, take what mortal items you need, but tread carefully.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Okay, gang. Here's the deal. We should attempt to dock, not at the dock the steelhead came from, but at the other one. Try to repair the ship. Maybe the people of the island will be excited that we killed the Ignasians and they'll come to help us. We should be prepared for anything. But as is, while we go there, I would like to take a quick little rest before we do anything else. Is that okay with everybody?
Yes, I think we should all
Do
rest.
the rest as well.
All right, cool. I think we'll head to the other port, the other side, the eastern side. I think, right? Because this is the western port. We docked on the eastern port the first time, or the eastern docks.
Wasn't the western port full of Ignasians?
It was the reverse.
Was it the reverse?
Oh,
We were.
okay.
We should go back to the east. That's where we were last time.
Yeah. Okay.
So you guys can see in the map here.
Yeah.
But sorry, you guys are pretty much kind of straight out north, a little bit to the west of the port right now. So you have options. You could come right into the northern docks, where Gwen had seen some nights. You could go to the western docks, which yes are the Ingnasian kind of side. That's where the steelhead was. There are other ships there as well. Hard to say if they're Ingnasian or not. And then eastern docks was pretty empty.
Let's go to the eastern docks and then try and short rest on the way if possible, DM.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good. I'm just gonna run to the washroom. I'll be right back.
You're good. I'm gonna roll my hit dice and get my spell slots back.
Yeah, you guys can take a short rest.
We didn't die.
No, we fucking didn't die. That was close, my friends. That was close. All right.
Surely we level up after that.
We have to, right? It's
Yeah.
gotta be.
I can't wield Ignasian steel, can I?
Can you not? Sirakian steel?
It's Rakin steel armor. I don't think so.
Why not?
I think you need training. I think it gets fused to your body.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's the fate that Apollo avoided by dying to. Yeah. That's right. Oh boy.
How do I use my hit die?
We lived. When you short rest, you can click on the roll, and it'll roll them for you. So you can just take another short rest if you want.
I see. Okay, thanks.
Before I exit out. Yep.
Got it.
Where did your cam go, Gwyn? Is it gone for just me?
No, I think it's just off for now while we're on break. Holy cow! Okay, we just took out the steelhead, guys. That's pretty sick. We're pretty sick with it, honestly.
It's a good thing we prayed.
Dude, if we didn't pray to Cadborough, we were so fucked. Oh man.
I mean, even if we lived, then we would have lost Gwyn. That wouldn't have been.
We would have lost Gwyn and Ulrich.
Yeah.
Ulrich also almost died. We would have lost Gwyn and Ulrich.
I mean, we already lost Ulrich once. Who cares? But Gwyn?
Wait now. Hey.
Wait.
Hey now.
Whoa.
Do the Punisher voice. Wait.
No, I'm just messing around.
Okay,
Whoa.
you guys can take kind of a short rest as you slowly make your way back to Port Serac. It's not quite an hour to get there, so you guys take your time, and the ship is kind of sailing a little choppy, to say the least. Like it's
it is
full of holes near the cannons, and your mast did get hit as well, so it's moving a little slow.
Yep.
But you guys eventually make it to the eastern docks.
Sorry. While we sail, I'd like to pray, and I'll send you what I'm
Sure.
praying about.
Sounds good. Before I forget, you guys all get +2 piety to Cadborough.
It's on 5.
+2, yeah.
So we're on 5 now?
What do we
What
get?
5. We all had +3, so we're on +5 now. Oh wait. I get cool stuff now. Features.
I will tell you what 5 is.
And do we level up? Come on.
We just killed the steelhead. We gotta level up, right? We gotta.
Maybe later.
Okay.
Fill me with your hot cam.
Stop.
That should be our new motto.
Can't
Just
say
like your breath. Oh, very cool.
Fill me with
Can
your
we
hot
change our
fire,
name again?
bro.
It will be called the Fellas.
All my fellas.
the fillers.
Okay, wait. So what is +5?
A breath weapon, essentially.
But DM, what's my spell save DC? Is it strength or constitution? Probably as much as I'd like it to be strength, it probably makes more sense that it's constitution.
Yeah, I would have you choose as long as it's just consistent.
Strength.
Oh, also, real quick.
That's fine.
DM, real quick. What was? Can you put the description again for Cabro's Wrath, plus the level 3 one in there again?
1d4 cold damage.
When you hit with a melee or spell attack, yeah, you deal an extra 1d4 cold damage.
Extra 1d4. Gotcha. Cool.
But that's level 2, right?
That's level 3.
Level 3.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. But because I think I have, like, Leo has 2 piety with Surak.
Mm-hmm.
And then now he also has 2 piety with Cadborough. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have piety with multiple
Yes, it
gods,
is.
and they each have their own abilities that you can get.
And for Surak,
I thought you had
something-
level 3 with Surak.
Maybe.
Because didn't you get the level 3 stability check?
Yeah, I did.
That's so you have 3 piety with him at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to know.
Maybe. Who knows? It's all a mystery.
I'm gonna say Hoothaders is fun too.
Hoothaders is very fun. I love Hoothaders stuff. Unless you change them, I love Hoothaders stuff.
It's still the same, but you never got to like level 7.
10. I got to 5.
Yeah.
I think at one point. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're rested.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Valanthe's typing out
Oh boy.
a prayer here.
Okay, cool.
Dear Cadborough, please send me more victims to slay. I love to bring death.
I love to bring death and destruction to all people around me.
I am Valanthe Liadon. I bring destruction to everyone around me. I commit murder in the name of myself.
Oh yeah, the cook has some. The cooks too are kind of fun. I forgot. Oh, actually, the cooks is so good for what you guys have going on this campaign. But
Is it really?
yeah.
Oh, go on, tell us what it is.
We can
Well,
go
it
back
has to
there
do with
and-
water vehicles and ships having benefits like
Ah.
on the sea type of thing. Because she's the goddess of sail and battle, so definitely would have helped out in that combat, for example.
I also was reading the levitate spell earlier because Herc has that and Acreus probably too. And then I read, yes, choose an object. Yes, okay. Yes. Oh, okay. 500 pounds.
Okay, make a religion check with advantage, Valanthe.
Who's sorry? Who was this?
Valanthe.
Valanthe, yeah.
I rolled a 16.
Okay. I will tell you what you hear back, and you hear this in your head.
All right.
That's what you hear back.
Oh, okay. Great.
But you guys dock up at the eastern docks, and it is like suspiciously quiet. There is still an old man selling chestnuts. It's like afternoonish, late afternoon.
I'm gonna disguise self into human sheath.
Okay,
Just real quick, just cast that spell, and then I'll look towards Herc and Ecrius. You both did an excellent job today, and I have a request for the two of you. Would you begin to help fix this ship? It is absolutely fucked, and we need to make sure that we are able to go on the moment's notice. Is it possible for you two to work on fixing the ship?
Of course, it would be my honor, Captain.
Wonderful. I am not captain. Gwyn is
No,
captain.
I wasn't
not me.
looking at you.
Okay, good. Just making sure. Just making it clear.
Acreate says, yeah. You can make an insight check, Sheev, on Ecrius.
Oh, don't make me roll these. I'm so bad. Insight? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I rolled a fucking 0. Why am I like this?
He's like, you're not getting anything from here. He's just Ecrius. He's just, doing his thing.
And listen, bud, I want to congratulate you. You did an excellent job firing the cannon.
He says that, yeah. Thanks, that was pretty cool.
It was, wasn't it? You helped us strike a blow into the Ignasian Empire.
Yeah. I wish I would have gotten my hands on one of those knights.
Well, they're pretty terrifying, but you did good, kid.
He kind of gives you like a weak smile, and he nods. He says, I'll fix the ship.
Thank you, sir. All right. What is the plan, everyone? What do we need to do here? Obviously, the ship needs to get fixed, and I believe Valanthe had a date with somebody here. I don't know if you wanted to go by yourself to that, Valanthe. Does anybody else have any business on this island?
Oh, should we not see if any cargo floats up from the wreckage?
True.
Well, I can go to my appointment while you loot and plunder whatever's left of the steelhead.
All right.
As Ecrius and Herc kind of appraise the damage, it is going to take, probably a full day to get your ship back up. They're going to need supplies. We're going to need multiple things to get the Stormbringer back up to snuff.
Cool. I hate to do this because he's not here, but can we have Rykard has the bag of holding. We'll give it back to him, and he has the gold. So can Rykard coordinate the purchase if we need to purchase equipment and stuff for the fixing of the ship?
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Excellent. Rykard's on that, and he's got charisma. He can barter for deals, save us money on stuff.
Yeah,
all right.
It would probably be wise to get some workers involved in the fixing as well.
All right, that we can do. We should probably also see what the mood is here. We do have money. We have 3,000 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've got 3,000 gold right now. And if we plunder the ship, Cadborough gave us the okay to take the mortal things from the ship, so we can't do that today, but tomorrow, or whenever the ship is fixed, we can go and attempt to loot it, to find things. Again, Rykard and I do not have to breathe, and our friend Ecrius here, Ecrius, killer of the Steelhead, can indeed cast the bubble to have Ulrich or someone go down as well. So we can possibly perform a looting operation tomorrow, after they have all drowned in misery down below. And but I do think we should do some form of recon to see how the mood is, to see if we're going to get ambushed on the ship by Ignasians. So I would like to spend my time doing that. What does anybody else want to do?
I would accompany you on
Right.
mingling with the locals if you want.
What is your plan, Ulrich? What's your plan, Gwyn?
Truthfully, I really would like to loot what's on the ship. There could be important Ignasian military documents, cargo, quite a wealth of potential treasure trove. It would be a shame to just leave it lying at the bottom of the ocean.
What time is it of day now?
It's like
Late afternoon.
4 o'clock. Yeah, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
It's
like 3:37.
Let's go.
We've not moved. Apologies, we've not moved away from the ship, have we? Where it sunk.
No, you have.
No, we have.
You
We
short
have. We
rested
moved
on
back
the
to the
way
docks.
back to Port
Yeah.
Sirac.
Oh fuck! Sorry, I completely missed that.
No,
It
you're
was
fine.
sinking. It was going down as you guys sailed away.
Yeah.
You can estimate
can
that
hire
it'd probably be
a-
down, like, you know,
Yeah.
in a few hours.
We can hire another ship to go out in the now time, or we can wait until tomorrow. I don't believe it would be too deep over there. We could do a diving expedition to loot, if we needed to.
I'm no expert, but we would need to resurface the ship somehow, or drag it to more shallow waters. But yes, well, okay. Well, when we make land, I'll make preparations to salvage the ship.
Excellent.
I have a cloak that can give somebody the ability to breathe underwater, and then I also
Excellent.
have another one of these handy bags.
Excellent. That would work too. Ulrich, if you want to coordinate the salvage mission, Valanthe, I said you go into your meeting. Leo, you'll accompany me to do some recon. Gwyn, what is your plan? What would you like to do with the remainder of this day?
I suppose I'll join you with the. Or do you think we should have someone watch the ship while it's being repaired?
I'm wondering, because Rykard will be here, I'm wondering if it wouldn't be a bad idea, but also, do you need a new hat?
Gonna start. I forgot about that. I do, but it's not a priority.
Are
You
you
guys can
sure?
all see, like, poking out through Gwen's red hair is like her elven ears. And for some of you guys, it's like, you know, she's worn a hat a lot, and it's kind of like, has she been an elf this whole
Jarring.
time? Like, you're not really sure.
Yeah. I'll note it and not press at the moment. All right. Well, it's just good to see your hair in its full capacity. If you would like to accompany Leo and I, you absolutely can. But feel free to stay if you wish. It is up to you.
Then I'll go with you. That'll
Rykard,
be more exciting.
yes, Rykard has the capability. He still has one of his higher level slots. If anything goes bad, I'll have Rykard send us a message. So, yeah.
Your hair
Okay.
looks. Your hair does look nice, down like that. And you got cool ears. But anyway, I'm gonna go and sort out the.
Can I
Correct.
wait? Are you? Can I vibe check that?
Yeah,
Are you-
Go for it.
Alright.
You got cool ears, kid.
Insight check, cool ears.
Are you rolling with something? Are you rolling? Yeah.
She rolled a 16.
I think what you it's not he's not necessarily being you don't get like he's being flirty or just trying to compliment you, but I think he's somewhat assuming that you hide your ears because you're embarrassed by them, and that Ulrich also, for as long as he's sort of lived, has had sort of physical traits that he's been sort of embarrassed by. So he's just trying to sort of say you don't have to be embarrassed by your ears. They look pretty cool.
Okay.
Okay. So, just to clarify here. So, Leo, Sheev, and Gwyn are going to vibe check the town. Ricard is
You're-
going out to get supplies, or he's staying with the ship?
Staying with the ship. If
So have him
he's
stay with
not,
the ship.
yeah, if he's not here, we'll just
Okay.
get him to be.
He can help in
guard.
the meantime. At some point, somebody is going to need to go and get some supplies to repair the ship.
Okay. Sorry, real quick before we move on. Can one of Herc can Herc do that and then have Ecrius work on the ship and Herc be the one who goes and gets supplies? Is that something that can be done?
Yeah. Something that can be
I mean,
done.
Herc
You'd have to
would
give him
probably
you'd have to give him the bag of holding and stuff.
Right.
Herc would probably start off by taking like inventory of all the damage, and then first thing hire some people, hire some shipwrights,
Cool.
get a crew
Then
over there.
yeah. Then that's fine. I'm cool with that.
And Ulrich, you're doing what?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry? So you guys are docked at the Eastern Docks.
Yeah, so I would hope that there's some people around us that I can be like, by the way, guys, there's an Ingnasian ship that needs to be surfaced. We'll give you a cut of the loot if you come and give us a hand, sort of bringing it back to shore and stripping it for parts and looting it and all that kind of thing. So if I can, I don't know what checks I would need to roll. Hopefully nothing charisma based. But I would like to just begin the process of
Doesn't Cadborough want it at the bottom of the ocean?
Cadbury doesn't know what kind of juicy loot awaits. So
why don't we want it like at the bottom of the ocean? We can still get there.
Yeah, we can still. To be fair, actually, yeah. I'm not going to do anything immediately, but I'll maybe talk to Rykard about doing some polymorphing, and just begin formalizing a plan to go and probably actually just do 1 or 2 man diving crew operations actually, because we have the
Yeah.
breathe underwater. I'm sure we can make some light druid spells, have conjure flame which doesn't go out, that level 2 one that Rykard can swap to. So yeah, I'll just be doing that. Nothing too crazy.
I will have like Herc, and whoever else wants to help with this, like roll just a straight charisma check, to hire people.
Yes. So was that Ulrich as well? Sorry. Was it
Yeah,
just Herc
sure.
and-
You
yeah.
can if you're trying to hire other people, or if you're trying to get
No,
some like.
I think it's better if it's a low man operation
Okay.
and we just do it. Oh, yeah.
Sure.
More
I'll get Herc
clandestine.
to roll regardless to see if he can find some shipwrights to help with repairing the ship. You know what his charisma's at?
I'm just seeing if I have anything to help with it, but not really.
Yeah, he doesn't have great charisma.
Just straight charisma is a 7.
Okay. Okay, you guys kind of go out in your respective directions. Herc kind of heads out to along the eastern docks and towards the north. Sheev and Leo and Gwyn, you kind of head off to the west towards Serac Square. Valanthe, you head towards the south towards Chestnut Hill. And Ulrich, you kind of start to make some plans on how you can best approach getting this ship, getting as much as you can on the ship. I would roll an intelligence check, Ulrich, and I'll have you take advantage because you just your military experience.
Yeah,
and
and
you have lots of
also I
time.
think I'm going to use and abuse Rykard as well.
Okay.
He's a bard, isn't he?
Yeah.
He can bardic inspiration you too.
Yeah.
I think he had
I'll add
one more
bardic-
left.
Yeah, I'll add that then. Fuck, I thought he was a druid. We don't have any druids, do we?
No, you don't.
Bugger. We had 3 at one point. Yeah.
I
okay,
know, right?
19.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, apologies. I'm going to, because we short rested. I'm going to use sorry, I'm taking up a bit of time. A tactical mind as well.
Okay.
To make that a 27 in total for the intelligence check.
Yeah. You and Ricard map out like exactly where you came from so that you know where the location of the ship is, where it went down. So you guys make particular note of that in worry that you might lose where it's gone. You don't want to waste your time looking for it. So you guys are able to pinpoint on a map exactly where it went down. And you start to develop a plan in terms of diving, maybe a polymorph, maybe an air bubble. You guys talk about it kind of extensively in the lower deck and over a couple of ales and maps discuss it. Okay, I'm going to do Leo, Sheev, and Gwyn. You guys go out to the west. Yeah.
Actually, I kind of missed that Valanthe was heading off to meet isn't she going off to meet the champion that I very much know about?
We're going to have to meet the shadow dark hooded figure.
Yeah, I think that would be way more of a priority for Leo if Valanthe would have him.
No, I kind of agreed with myself that I'd be heading there alone because you guys are so busy and I don't want to interfere. So
I mean, it wouldn't really be a bother.
wouldn't it though?
I this no this
Listen, Leo. I believe that Valanthe wants to do this alone.
She has
I would-
an appointment, a D appointment.
I would. I think we should respect her privacy, Leo.
should we?
You roll whatever you want.
Can't you go with her at least?
I
What?
mean,
To what end?
Yeah, what's
yeah,
the worry
yeah.
here?
What would be the benefit of me going?
That
She has
she's not-
requested that she requested that she wants to go by herself, and I respect her wishes and her independence.
I do too.
She wants to align herself
just-
with an evil shadow monster. She can do that.
Yeah, I respect Valenthe. I just don't respect whoever she's in alliances with.
And so for that, you won't let me go alone? I mean,
Of course,
it's not like
I will let you go. I just rather you didn't.
that's very nice. I'm a big girl. I think I can handle myself, but if you feel someone should accompany me, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, sure.
Just to
It wasn't
clarify, out of character, it's the shadow guy, right? With the sword hands that is more that Valanthe's meeting. Yeah.
Yeah, so this was the guy that you guys were all
All
originally
saw. Yeah.
you know, that
yeah.
Fanuel had contacted you guys about that was
Yep.
potentially killing Rhybohr followers. You saw him take an active part in burning down the Rhybohr temple on
Yep.
Kilima. You saw the burning church behind you in Aquarin.
Yep.
And from what you've seen, he maybe has swords for hands. Kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
He wears long
listen.
robes and big hood over his head.
Valanthe has magical means of contacting us. If she needs our help, she will do so. I think she can fully. I think she will be fine.
I will not stop her from going alone. I just stay safe.
I will. Sorry. I will stay safe and I will be careful and prudent and tell you if anything goes wrong. I promise.
Then have fun with Hands Guy.
He's Mr. Hands.
I think he's
Okay.
more Mr. Swords for hands. but-
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I feel like Hands guy's got a different type of guy.
Swords. He's
True.
Swords guy.
So you guys, like, you know, you're kind of heading in the same direction, and then there's kind of this realization of Valenthe's going off by herself, and you guys have this discussion, and, you know, you end up splitting up. Valanthe, you kind of go south, walk along the water, and the rest of you head in towards Serac Square, towards Tavern Row. Have you guys make perception checks?
Can I make an investigation check?
No. Are you looking for something specific? Let's just see what you notice first.
Yeah.
Can't you
I'm
send
just tired of rolling wisdom. That's all.
Can't you send
16.
like a bird after her, Chief?
I could send a bird after her, but I don't have unlimited seeing ability with it, and also I would not do that to Valanthe. She has requested privacy, and I respect her privacy.
Again, it's not that I don't trust her. I just don't trust them.
Listen, they both work for the same being. There is no incentive for that being to eliminate
No,
each
but
other. There's no point.
It could further try to corrupt her to its goals, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's okay. This is okay.
Make a perception check, Leo.
Yes, I rolled a wrong character sheet.
16 for Chiefs.
17 for me.
Okay. As you guys are, sorry, you rolled 17.
Yes.
So you notice as you guys are walking through, the Sirac Square and the Tavern Row, people are starting to come out. People are starting to look for places to drink and to eat. As it gets closer to supper time, you see several sailors, and Sheev and Leo, you both catch two sailors conversing and talking about, like, did you see what happened in the northern docks? The other one says, the steelhead, it's down. And they're like just talking about what's happened, and they're saying, avoid the Stormbringer too. Don't get anywhere close to it. It's clearly very dangerous.
W.
And then as you guys go past the Shaughnessy, Leo, you hear from behind you, well, well, well. And you see Clementine, the half-orc dancer from the Shaughnessy, who, Leo, I'm not sure if you remember, but on your very first session, you guys spent the night together. And she is a
Playing dice games.
Yes. Well, sure. She's a bulky half-orc.
Playing dice games.
She's a #1 dancer at the Shaughnessy. Pirates come from all over to see her. She's like super jacked. She's like 6'3", and she comes up behind you and she puts a big green hand on your shoulder. And she says, "You remember me, right? I remember you."
I do. I give her a little curtsy.
Nice to see you. You guys coming into town for a drink?
Amongst other things, sure.
Now come over to the Shaughnessy. One's on me.
That is always nice to hear.
And she gives you like a boop on the bottom of your chin, and then turns back and heads towards the Shaughnessy. You guys do not currently see any Knights of Rhybohr over here, but you can keep heading out if you like.
Yeah, I think I want to
looking for trouble.
go. No, but I want to scout. So I'm gonna actually look at Gwyn and Leo. I can turn myself invisible again. I think I'm going to go towards the western docks, and see what the mood is over in, Knights of Rhybohr land. Not to cause any trouble or look for anything. I just want to see what the mood is and see if they are launching a raid of our ship while this is repaired. I want to make sure that we are safe.
Are you 100% undetectable?
Not 100%, no. I am very undetectable, but not 100%, no.
I will just tell you the same thing that I told Valanthe. Stay safe.
You can come with me. You can come with me. Invisible means I am much. I don't want to go alone, but I'm just saying. Can you turn invisible? Because if you can't turn invisible, it will be much harder to avoid them.
I can't turn invisible, but I could either disguise myself or I could turn into a shadow. Can't you turn multiple people invisible?
I don't want to use that spell slot. Actually, they don't know who we are yet. Actually, they still don't know unless we saw the captain, which is the thing I'm worried about. That's the really thing I'm worried about, is like if the captain sees us, because everybody else is dead, but if the captain's alive on the docks, that's what I want to find out. So if I'm invisible, they can't fucking see me, and I can fly. So I have a slow fly speed, but I can fly above them invisible, so they wouldn't even really be able to detect me unless somebody had see invisibility or something. And that's what I'm just thinking right now is why I want to do that. But I also don't want to just abandon you guys. So,
what are you doing, Gwyn?
I'm gonna stay in the northern docks.
All right.
Continue to get the lay of the land here. Maybe find something to Replace my hat. Who knows?
You can go. You can do some reconnaissance on your own. I think.
Sounds fine. With me or Gwen?
I'll stay with Gwyn.
All right. Sounds good. And I will give each of them a nod, and I will cast invisibility on myself and begin to fly.
Okay. Going towards the west.
Yes, where we saw the Ignasians earlier.
Okay. As you fly over to the western side, and you kind of go through Serac Square, where there's a little courtyard with a fountain. You keep going, and lots of buildings on Port Serac, like lots of just wooden buildings, just constantly as you head down this road. And you do see, as you get closer, 2 Knights of Rhybohr standing at the docks, waiting outside. This looks like a kind of a small square building.
All right. I'll keep hovering here for.
It has
I have
a
an
couple
hour.
windows.
so-
It's got like a little chimney at the back.
Cool. I'm gonna. Are there? So they stand out. They're standing outside.
Yeah.
Are there windows on the opposite side of the building as well?
Yeah, there's windows on all 3 sides that are not on the door.
Cool.
That are not the
I'm
door.
gonna float down to where I can see inside one of the windows on the opposite side from the knights.
Okay, you can see a sailor inside. It looks like an Ingnasian sailor working on a telegram machine.
Gotcha. So they are sending word. Cool. It doesn't look like they're mounting. I'll fly back up. It doesn't look like they're mounting anything to come after us tonight.
There's
though,
one
correct?
other ship docked
Okay.
in the western docks that looks like it has fighting capabilities. It
Yeah.
does look like it's being set up to sail. It's hard to say if it's being set up for attack or what.
Can I fly over and try and listen in on conversations?
Yeah. Make a perception check.
Cool. I'm so fucking bad at these.
And
man.
I'll have you make a
Let me
stealth
try.
check as well.
All right. Yeah, Yikes. Stealth with advantage because I'm invisible. 17 on stealth. What? Only 3 on my perception check. I can't really see shit.
Well, it's just kind of more about listening
Or hear-
here.
or
Like
hear it,
you
yeah.
hear like you hear them say Port Serac, you hear them say Steelhead, you hear them say Stormbringer, you hear them say get out of Dodge. You hear them say
Okay.
reinforcements.
Cool. Then I'm gonna take that, and then feeling pretty secure in the fact that we're safe to repair the ship, and that no one is going to be. We're not going to be ambushed in the night as of right now. I will fly away, and I'm going to assume on a 3. I don't know. I can't see the. I don't see the captain from the.
You do not see
Steelhead.
any signs of the captain.
Okay. Then I will. I'll just conclude my investigation by just making extra sure that nobody's coming towards the eastern docks, and then fly back towards
Okay.
Serac Square.
Gwen and Leo, as you head towards the northern docks and you head towards Merchant Row, you see several people out and about. You see lots of looks like half elves and humans, some tieflings, a couple of gnomes, orcs, watching. First of all, facing north and watching the pluming smoke in the distance of where the Steelhead is. That looks like it's almost kind of sunk. Looks like it's almost down. It's kind of hard to tell from how far away. But you notice a couple things. You see, first of all, these people kind of watching, and then also a bunch of people spread out on Merchant Row because there are 2 Knights of Rhybohr kicking the shit out of somebody in the middle of the street.
Oh, can I get a closer look to see who they're attacking?
It looks like they are attacking a sailor of some kind, a like older man, and they are just pummeling him. And one of them picks him up by the collar and punches him, and he says, "You talk shit about the Empire."
We don't have the firepower to take them on
And
right
he
now.
drops him down, and
Not
he says,
in
"Anyone else have
slightest.
anything to say?" And there's like goes for his sword, and there's several civilians around, and they like back up and like kind of scatter.
I think we should blend in with the crowd here.
Yep.
I'm gonna
There's
have you
nothing we can
guys
do here.
both make stealth checks.
Okay. All right.
14.
Okay. I see. This one knight kind of turns out, does anyone have anything to say? And he like looks around, he surveys. Gwyn, you like just very easily tuck into behind somebody, just completely disappear from their view. And Leo, you kind of try to follow suit, but there's like not quite enough room for you to like fit there. But they don't seem to pay you guys much mind. And he says, "That's what I fucking thought." And he just wallops on this guy. You guys can make insight checks, but it appears to just be a little bit of a power play.
I will insight it. Okay. 8.
9.
Yeah, there's just the full helms. They're very hard to read. Okay. There are some shops too down here in Merchant Row. There's like pretty much everything that there's like a general goods store. There is a magic shop. And there is, sorry, just 1 second. If you want to get a hat, for example.
I'm gonna run my hand through my hair and say, actually, you know, I think I'm good.
You are good.
You do know too that there's like the stores by the eastern docks where there's usually some pirate warehouses, pirate supplies, either ammunition, maybe drugs, alcohol, probably a hat there too.
Yeah. I'm all good on ammo.
Okay. Yeah, is something you wanted to say?
If you want, I can maybe, if we ever find the time, I can make you some nice hoops. Are they called hoops or loops? I don't know. For your ears.
Earrings?
Big earrings. I think that they're called loops. I thought that was the whole. I thought that was a big styling thing with pirates.
My ears aren't pierced, but I appreciate the thought.
All right. Do you want
Maybe I will.
to
Who knows?
maybe hang around some more and sort of get a feeling for what people are, what the relationship is here between the people and the Empire? I would maybe or we can go together. I would like to follow these two guys and see where they're headed.
Certain? I think we should head back to the ship. If they catch wind of us, they'll definitely make a move, don't you think?
I mean, I can sneak away in a number of ways if they get suspicious of me, and we still got plenty of time. I mean, the others are also still busy with their plans, right? So I think I would just follow the two Knights of Rhybohr a bit on what they're doing and where they're going.
Okay. Do you want to follow too, Gwen?
Yeah.
Okay. They kind of give this guy one less like pummel and kick, and the old man is like blood and drool coming out the side of his face, and they just beaten him like unrecognizable, just like purple and red bruised face. And then they head off towards the west, and you guys can follow them if you like.
And they say we're the bad guys. Huh.
Actually, you follow him. Because you can turn into a shadow. You follow them. I'm gonna help this old guy back to his feet.
Good point. Great point, actually. There's a reason why you're the captain. And then I turn and I go follow them.
Okay. And you want to try to help him up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely can do so. He appears to be like a half orc as well. Definitely on the older side. But again, he's like, his face is kind of very hard to make out any details as you kind of help him to his feet. And he just spits out a tooth onto the ground.
You're a tough old bastard.
He says, always have been.
What caught their attention?
I was cheering for the steelhead going down.
I'm gonna suppress a smile. I don't know. I'm not exactly trying to hide it, but like, I don't want to attract any attention. You're not looking for work, are you?
You have work.
We're planning on getting out of here in the next few days. We need good people.
I can't leave here. I'm not much of a sailor.
Okay.
But thank you for helping me up, young lady.
Take care, old man.
And he kind of nods and he goes off to the side where he enters into like a small shop off the side of an alleyway. He gives you kind of like one last look over his shoulder and he nods at you and he gives you kind of one of these Valanthe. You make your way out into, this kind of dusk is approaching, light rain. And the way that Port Zurich is set up, it's kind of, got two hills at the back. There's the Crooked Tower, and then there's Chestnut Hill. So you make your way kind of around the water and then towards the path. And it takes you, like, a little while. Like, it's definitely, the sun is starting to go down. And this Chestnut Hill is like this collection of chestnut trees that are on kind of this half rocky, half grassy hillside. And you make your way up, and I'll have you make perception or investigation.
I'm gonna roll for perception. Oh, it's 22.
Okay. As you're coming up, you first kind of smell a bonfire, and then as you head farther into the wood, you see amongst a collection of chestnut trees a bonfire and a man, a seat on a log in a dark robes with a hood over his head.
I'll approach quietly. Good evening.
He says, I didn't think you were coming.
Well, how could I refuse such an invitation? Even from a great distance, you look mighty and intimidating, so how could I resist?
That's all by design. He, points or gestures to a log across from the bonfire. He says, sit down.
I will, thank you.
Tell me your name.
I'm Valanthe.
And Shadat chose
you. Apparently, it was a very interesting process, but he chose me, gave me more power than I ever anticipated, and I've never been quite the same ever since, and I wouldn't go back for anything.
So what was it? What was the point that made you break down and do it? Because we all got one.
I'm sure we do. I was lost geographically and mentally. I had lost almost everyone dear to my heart, and we met new people who just kept on disrupting everything I knew, everything I believed in. And eventually it was too much for me. I needed my people back, and I got an opportunity to do it. But also to not feel that way anymore.
Interesting. Someone who cares so much about people. A champion of Shadat. You must have just liked the way you look.
Well, thank you. What's your story then?
He leans down, and you can see he has sleeves. And there are two swords beside him, leaning against the log, but you can't see his hands. And he kind of spreads a bit and puts his hands between his legs. And he says, "It's not a very happy one. People don't end up in these positions because, they've had a great life."
Yes.
My father was a rancher. And I had a woman who I loved very much, and she died of Raynaud syndrome. And so I thought maybe there'd be other opportunities for me in Roaring, but we were pushed out by Knights of Rhybohr, and you know what it all comes down to, don't you?
I do.
The gods are fucked.
That they are, in more ways than one. What's your name, sorry?
Lately, they've just been calling me the God Killer, which I do like. And he kind of leans back, and there's this little bit of goofy grin on his face. And he takes back his hood. And he's got this kind of mop of blonde hair and a crooked smile. He says, "My name is Billy."
No! No! What have you done?
Billy Black
Let's fucking go.
of the Yoku Black Ranch family.
I've never heard of that family before. I'm sorry for your loss.
He says, "Yeah, well, there's not many of us left nowadays. There used to be lots of blacks around." He's like, when he takes off his hood, he's got this mop of blonde hair and this large mouth. But he also clearly is very scarred. He's got deep scars on his face and deep scars down his chest. And he says, "Everything that I've done in this world has been destroyed by a god, one way or the other. And so when my ship went down, I ended up at the Port of Hauntons because of Cadborough. I saw everything that I had never wanted to see again. And Shadat reached out to me and provided me with not only an avenue away, but a purpose to kill the gods."
Well, you seem to be very successful at what you do. Everyone's terrified of you, what you do, who you serve, and I think it's quite impressive. I admire you.
Well, that's nice. I feel like most people wouldn't. But we have that in common, don't we? Admirers of destruction.
Yes. I actually have further plans, but maybe we can keep that for another conversation. So, what were we meant to discuss? I was sent here to meet you. I assume you have something to tell me?
We're intertwined. And my goal's to kill the gods. I, of course, want to take down Rhybohr. But he's practically untouchable right now. Taking down the churches one at a time helps. But next on my list is the cook. Take her out, affect Cadbro, and that's where you come in.
Me?
Yeah. You have that ship. You have a close connection with her.
Oh, yeah.
You get
Growing
her close
closer.
enough. And you kill her.
You know, Billy, that was my original plan. I've been planning this, or something similar, with one of my very dear friends for a while, and I think we, together with you, could make great things happen. We could probably set out to end more gods faster and with more of a flair.
Certainly, 2 is better than 1. Though, I have to trust that you guys are really on my side. I'd like you to make a sacrifice to prove it.
I see. And what sacrifice would you like me to do?
He leans back and he just kind of lets his sleeve fall. And then he lets the other sleeve fall. And he has no hands on either side. They're like these nubs with this kind of black shadow bracelet on the edge. And he says, just one for you, I think ought to do it.
Not what I thought that was going to be. Interesting.
Our Shadow Man will replace it with something you can use.
Huh.
And he picks up one of the swords it's leaning and and it like attaches to this nub with this black shadow coming over top of the bottom of the sword. And he says, I can do it right now.
I can't believe I'm even thinking this, let alone saying it. But you know what? You can have the left one.
Okay. He stands up. He says, you truly are dedicated.
You don't know how.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. You seem like the type of woman that's been through shit. And when you go through shit, you got a chip on your shoulder. I see that chip on your shoulder. I see that chip on my shoulder. I see why I should have chose you now. And he puts out a nub, a sleeve, and he says, put your hand over the fire.
I'll put my hand over the fire.
Your left hand?
Left hand.
Okay. And he lifts up with his right sword hand, and he, in one motion, and your hand falls off and into the fire. And there's this immediate black flames that come up. And you hear, yes. And it begins to bleed, but not like it was, like, not like the blood of the battle earlier. It's just like this drip of blood initially, and then it starts to kind of get faster. And he takes his robes and he's like wraps it around your arm. This hurts. It hurts severely. Not only are you gonna take 12 points of slashing damage.
Uh-huh.
but you're currently bleeding. So, and unless you can get the bleeding to stop, you're going to continue to take a couple points of damage. And he says, no hesitation on that one.
I have people to help, to save.
How will you
keep
explain
close.
this to your friends?
What?
Your friends! The ones on the ship.
Yeah? What about them?
How are you going to explain your missing hand?
Oh, God, I don't think that far ahead. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I'll tell them a means to an end.
He says, remember. And he kind of leans in and he sits next to you on this small log. He's like right up in your space. And he says, no matter what happens to them, your goal is your goal. Your pact is your pact. Don't get too close. It makes it so much harder.
I know what my goal is. I know what my pact is. I'll be fine. But I'll remember what you say. Thank you.
And he has one hand kind of behind you, and his other hand with his sword on. And you can feel something like tugging at the back of your robes to the point where you have to like come up this way, and his sword comes to your throat. And he says, and if you betray me, or if you betray Shadat, I will find who you care about the most and kill them in front of you.
Noted.
But no need for it to come to that. And he kind of lets you go and he stands up. I'm glad we finally met. Okay, I got a friend now. And he kind of shows off his nub.
Yeah, you do.
It's
You
been a
can
lonely
count on
time.
me.
Very good, very good. And you kind of watch him in the fire. These shadows come up and over his face, and it's got a glint of yellow in them. And he says, you are heading where next?
I'm not sure.
Focus up, it's only pain.
Yeah. Have to get used to it. Can't remember actually. Back on the continent, I'm pretty sure, for other shenanigans. Then again, your goal is very interesting. The cook is certainly a force of nature to be reckoned with. So
She's a siren. Just gotta get her to entice me a little bit, and then I'll entice her all the way to her death.
sounds like a plan.
She is probably one of the most vulnerable. She was a part of Cadbro. I think killing her is going to affect Cadbro in some way. Hard to say what, but I don't really care.
Fair enough.
If you
Well,
guys are
I'll let-
crossing the red depth, make sure you stay out of the hell out of my way.
What is your way in the red depths?
I'm going through to kill Cook.
All right.
I have my means of transportation. I don't need your ship.
Yeah, no, don't worry. We're gonna be docked for a day or two. Well, we'll steer clear of your way, and you won't have any trouble with me. I can assure you. We are on the same path. I will follow in your footsteps.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh God. $15.
He nods and he says, big shoes to fill.
Yeah, I can see.
I think you'll do okay. Just remember, don't trust anyone.
I hear you. I just have one question. If I need to contact you, or if I want to get in touch with you, what do I do? Can I just call out to you? Can we meet up someplace next?
Try Shadat first. That's what I would say. He can always get to me.
All right.
I travel with him.
Oh, okay.
Maybe one day you could too.
I'd love to try.
He stands up. He's like, paces a little bit. And he says, "This is good. This is really good."
Uh-huh.
You stay in touch, okay? You let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. But I think tonight we've done enough. Put some bandages on that, eh?
Oh, yeah, I will get to that as soon as I can. Thank you for your help and guidance. I will keep in touch and let you know of any developments that come my way.
All right.
I guess I should leave.
You can stay if you want. He kind of is pacing around. He eventually sticks this sword hand in the mud and then pulls his arm out of it. He like wipes the blood off.
Do I get a contraption or do I just...
Right now it's just a nub. Right now it's just you've
Okay.
cut off your hand.
Right, good. Just sure.
Well, he's cut off your hand.
I'll walk back, I assume, very slowly and kind of unsteadily back to town and try and find something to bind my hand or my arm.
As you walk back, kind of this night coming in, and you keep seeing out of the corner of your eye shadows. You see them at every corner. Like you walk down this hill and you see one up against a tree, and then you get closer to town and you see them on buildings, and you feel like you can't even look at the path in front of you because of all these shadows that are surrounding you. But there's like this pulsing in your arm, and then that like kind of comes up to your heart, and there's like an anxiety here, an adrenaline that's pumping through you, that's preventing some of the pain. And then you hear in your head, "I knew you could do it." And we're going to end this session there.
My God.
And let's go.
I was shaking through all of this.
Can honestly
Let's
say I didn't
go.
see that coming.
I didn't either.
Oh, Billy. How far they
Fucking
fallen.
Billy Black. I didn't see Billy Black come out of nowhere. I thought he was dead, honestly.
this since
I thought
the-
Billy Black was dead.
Since session 0, this has been Billy Black.
Uh,
There was
Yeah.
remember there was the one thing you found that was alluded to it.
Yes, I remember the Yoku Black horse thing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
had
yeah, yeah.
suspicions, but I did not.
I didn't even think about that.
Didn't
That's
want to
awesome.
accept. How could Billy have fallen so far? This is the okay. So Billy Black was in the first campaign, and he was a part of the Yoku Black Ranch, and he was like a son of a rancher, and was like this, goofy little guy named Billy, and that just was kind of a, regular guy. And then the Yoku Black Ranch, this all becomes part of the Broken Oracles campaign, because the Broken Oracles told Yoku Black to basically move their farm because it was in the way of Ignasians. Ignasians were probably going to come in and destroy them anyway. So they convinced Yoku Black to move to Roaring. So because of that, Billy went through a bunch of personal stuff, which maybe will come out in this campaign. But he went through a bunch of stuff.
We killed the lawyer. We killed Shithead.
Yeah,
the lawyer.
you killed Shathid Khatri in that same location, which led to the Yoku Blacks having to flee their ranch, having to move to Roaring, which this all started the spin of Billy Black's, God Killer arc.
Yeah, no, I'm excited.
How the mighty have fallen.
Hey, listen, Listen, we just
Yeah,
saw
good job,
Ignasians
guys.
beating people in the streets. They might not be fallen. Listen, God killers are kind of the good guys right now. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure.
The good guys have
It's so
the good guys
nuanced
all
stuff.
sacrifice their limbs, right? That's a good guy thing, is to sacrifice limbs. That's a good guy thing.
Yeah.
I was going to think about it, but then you just popped into my messages. I was like, okay.
You just did it.
Specifically,
what would you say? Would you say do it?
I said fucking do it, and then do it. They were my
it.
two messages.
Do
that I
it.
sent. So,
And I just
yeah.
felt so empowered. I couldn't say no.
This is Billy. I put the emoji. This is what he looked like before.
He was like a kid.
He had his own
Oh,
emoji.
that's Billy.
That's
oh
Billy.
my.
That's
Ah.
Billy. Yeah, that's Billy.
Billy.
It's been the corrupting of Billy.
Yeah, this campaign name is Corruption of Billy Black.
Oh, wait, that's Billy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Billy. Yeah.
Aw.
When you asked him how you could contact him, I thought to myself, just talking to the stump. Hello? Billy, is that you?
I'm gonna be curious what happens with Valanthe's
Aw.
hand, because Billy said Shadat would give her something useful, so it's got to be some like wizard or warlock thing. So I'm very curious what the stumps can end up being. Yeah.
Just a little stump action.
Yeah. Plus, I'm just planning my level 8 here, right? We do level up.
You
in fact.
guys
Yes,
are gonna
DM?
level up. Yes.
Let's
go.
go.
My sacrifice.
This will not take place until you guys long rest, but you guys are gonna level up. So you guys are
Cool.
level 8 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I level my sheet now, or are we gonna wait until?
Well, it just
should
won't
I
take
not level
effect
my sheet
until you guys long rest. But you
Okay,
guys
cool.
can start planning what you're gonna do for sure.
yet? Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I get a
I get more
Archetype.
spells.
Ooh.
I get.
I'm gonna stop the recording.
ASI.
So I'm gonna talk to
Cool.
the VOD. Thanks for watching.
Thanks
Hi,
for
Vod.
watching.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Watching.
Thanks for watching, y'all.
Yeah.